Right. Welcome back. This is the start of a new playthrough for Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father. So this is a point and click game. From a little bit of research, it came out in 1993. And hello, Kirsten. How are you? Hope you're feeling better. Hold on. Because obviously, you're not going to do that for yourself. How are you? Hope you're well. I survived. And now I'm back with this lovely playthrough. So this game actually, hold on, was it, who actually wrote it? The author who worked on this specific, like, the whole series, she's a pretty good novelist. I actually really enjoy her writing style. Jane Jensen, let's see. She worked on quite a few video games from what I remember. Let me just Google that real quick. Yeah, so she worked in the whole like Gabriel Knight series. She worked on one of the King's Quest game. I believe it was King's Quest 6. Google, please help me. Yes, it is King's Quest 6. So she's she's really good. So yeah, let's start this new game. I honestly never really played this before, so I believe my sisters, one of my siblings played it before, but I was too young. Let's jump into it. Hey, sword. Very obnoxious movie. We need titles. If the sound is too loud, please tell me. That's all good. Oh, Jesus. I was not expecting the sound. Let me... Game, please calm down. Like, a little bit. There you go. The soundtrack in this game was pretty good. So there's a whole context in this game. It actually takes place in New Orleans. There's a lot of voodoo shenanigans happening, but it's a blast. I believe it's kind of like not a murder mystery, but almost. There's going to be some voodoo thing happening with cults and everything. Super interesting. And hopefully I'll get a good ending and make it interesting for you guys. But yes, Sword, what movie are you watching? Let me try to... Oh. Wait. There we go. For the voice cast, from what I remember, Tim Curry, who played it back in the days, actually voiced, I believe, Gabriel Knight himself back in the days. I believe because of budget, they didn't really ask him to voice him again. But I heard the voice actors were decent and on this game, so I'm looking forward to it. Just sit comfortably. There you go. All right. Dig, how are you? I dreamt of blood upon the shore, of eyes that spoke of sin. The lake was smooth and deep and black. It was her scented skin. V, hello. How are you? Welcome in. This is a point and click adventure that was re-released in 2013. I never played this game before. I saw my siblings play it.
I bet. Just a minute.
And there you go.
I see. Do you want to speak with Lolita? I'm sorry, but Gabriel's allowed. I mean, he's out. You know, you could do better. I know I don't know you, but you could do better. Bye-bye.
Oh dear. It begins.
Good morning. You look like hell. Did you have another nightmare last night?
Yes, because having nightmares is what I do, apparently. 7th damn night in a row.
I told you, it's that voodoo book you're researching. That stuff can seriously screw with your karma.
Unfortunately, I don't think my readers would...
If I need to adjust my volume, friends, please do tell me.
You mean your reader? She lives in Wisconsin, doesn't she?
I had to lessen the sound just a little bit because the music was way too loud.
As far as I'm concerned. I have messages for you when you want them.
All right, so we begin. So as I mentioned earlier, we're going to play Gabriel. The blonde-haired man played with nightmares. So the intro scene where there's apparently like a fire or like a witch hunt happening, and it kind of like flashes, the witch turns into some kind of like leopard, and there's just snakes and a knife, and then you see someone kind of like hanging on a tree. It's Gabriel. Like, that's his nightmare, and he apparently has this nightmare very often. You found your Katamari? Yes. I'm so happy for you. And so basically, because of that, Gabriel doesn't really sleep. I relate to that very much. And the sassy co-worker is named Grace, which is she's lovely. I love her. So let's see. The score bar is shows your score. So this is a very like old school Sierra game. Also, dig France won. I saw that. I didn't watch it, but I was hyped. Just saying. for the World Cup. I'm so happy. Now, points can be earned through key events, solving puzzles, and learning more about the world. Try and get the maximum score. We're going to try it. Clicking and holding down the score bar will show all the hotspots in the area. The space bar will also reveal them. Okay, so that's if we need hints. Good. Move the cursor around the screen to find the hotspots or to move. Click once to walk and click 2 to teleport. Interesting. If you can interact with someone or something, the cursor will highlight and display a text label. Click it to see what actions are available. Excellent. The pause button displays the menu. Pressing escape also does this. Press F5 to open the save menu and F7 to open the load menu. Okay, pretty straightforward. Alright, the journal button displays Gabriel's journal, which records his thought as you play. The journal records clues and important information. The Journal's Hint tab provides guidance. Good. The star button displays special edition content such as concept art, notes, interviews, and more. Each area shows different special edition content. Ooh, I'd be interested in watching that after. This button hides all the other buttons in the bottom of the screen. Pressing this button again will display them again. Fair. Inventory bag button opens the inventory window, obviously, as it does pressing I. Left of the bag is your active item, which can be selected from your inventory. Clicking on the active item lets you interact with it. The map button teleports Gabriel to the world map. You can also press M, very fair, to go to the map. In certain areas of the game, this button will be grayed out and cannot be used. Jesus. Okay. Use the talk icon to talk to people. Use the hand icon to pick up object. Good. Operate icon to interact. Good. Open, well, the door. The eye icon, look at people or object to learn more about them. And the key is to use the active item button used to display to use a displayed item with someone or something. Good. Oh Jesus. F1, no, I will not replay this tutorial. Escape main menu. 5, F7. Yeah, alright. So, ooh.
Don't mind if I do.
Do what?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, so Gabriel is a bit of a flirt, as you guys can see. And Grace is a pretty attractive assistant.
3 snakes in a skull. Gabriel's father painted it.
What a wacky offbeat kind of guy Daddy was.
Lamp? Can I look at the lamp?
Grace likes a little banker's lamp. She has the soul of an accountant.
Register?
Gabriel looks at the cash register, checking for cobwebs.
Oh dear. So Gabriel is a struggling novelist. He does own like a very a bookstore, usually with very obscure books that he refuses to sell. German poetry.
A book of German poetry that once belonged to Gabriel's grandfather. Gabriel has always found it strangely compelling.
Interesting. World of Snakes.
It's a book about the world of snakes.
Can I open it?
Hey, that's interesting. Snakes can sense their prey by vibration.
Did you know that medieval legends about dragons and giant worms are actually based on snakes? You know, dragons, devils, sea monsters. They've always been associated with snakes.
Grace, get alive.
Wow, rude. Snakes can hunt in total darkness. They can use their sight to find their prey, but they can also hunt by vibration. They are attracted to vibration, hoping for an easy meal. They're often drawn to motors and machines for this reason. Aw, Kirsten, thank you so much. How was your stream, by the way? I really couldn't watch it because obviously I was at school. I hope it went well.
Draken kriegen in meinen Schlaf, die Seele wühlen sie, lebendig zum Fraß. Feurigen Atems, gespaltener Zunge, genießen sie jedes Mal.
That's nice. Kinda creepy, though. Who's the author?
Heinz Ritter. I'm not sure what it says, but I get the feeling this guy was one sick puppy.
I don't know German. You did lose strong and glory. Oh no. Tragic. I need to rewatch your VOD just to make sure. Also, friends, tonight there's the last crosser standing like stream. So by all means, like if you want to support either Kato or Wilbo, by all means do participate. Sabo League. Oh yeah, it's Sabo League. Why did I say LCS? My brain. I'm so sorry, guys. Sabo League. I knew it was Kato versus Wilbo. So by all means, like, please give me a warning before it starts, just so I can you know, end the stream so we can all enjoy, you know,
Gabriel leaves through a German
the actual stream.
Spiel means game. Interesting.
Okay.
blessed caffeine.
Hell yeah. So as any point and click games, I tend to do pretty much everything, just because there's points involved.
Good coffee.
Oh no, Netflix. How was your days by the way, guys? Or whatever time zone you're at. Hope everything went well for you.
Times dated June 18th, 1993. The Aquarius horoscope says, potential storms ahead. Proceed with caution and do not get involved with anything new at this time.
Right.
Okay. Read the newspaper every day for new information about locations and activities. Yes. Thank you. Yes, I will. Thank you so much, Kirsten. For real, we need to 50 minutes. We can do that. It's going to be a turtle start for this playthrough, so I'm not too worried. Okay, so New Orleans time. Voodoo murders terrify residents. Interesting. 6 murders in 2 months. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot. Have pushed the residents of New Orleans into a cold state of fear. The crimes have been dubbed the Voodoo murders due to the ritual trappings found at the crime scenes. The police have no leads, but they say in a press statement today that the victims are all out-of-towners. That's cold comfort for natives who have been locking their doors at night and leaving the once rollicking streets of the French Quarter deserted. The mayor has promised a swift resolution to the case, but so far, neither the NOPD or the perpetrator seems to be listening. Any Aquarius needs a horoscope? Potential storms ahead. Proceed with caution and do not get involved with anything new at this time. Alright, counter. Is there anything else? Do I need to look for something? Oh god, keychains.
Those keychains were for a promo I tried once, before I realized it was hopeless.
Oh no.
Gracie's resume. She was way overqualified. And also the only person who applied.
That's tragic. T-shirts. Okay.
My spare motorcycle gloves.
Garter.
Someone left those here after Mardi Gras.
I need to determine
After Mardi Gras.
what kind of rising I am.
Local interest piece on the store. It didn't garner the sympathy sales I was hoping for.
Okay.
That's from Graham. She likes to think it means someone's watching over me. I'm not so sure about that, but I don't have a heart to get rid of it.
A dragon?
I always had a thing for St. George. The one who slew a dragon. Well, it's probably bigger than this little guy, though.
What kind of title is this? Give you a date, time, and place of birth. Ah, I see. Is that not what it takes? Hold on. To hunt the night. Evening art classes. New Orleans. School for New Yorkers. Ed Doomed. When bad boys love bad girls. What the F? I'm sorry.
I'm going to take the tweezers.
Ah,
Good. You're beginning to look a bit scruffy.
jeez. I kind of. What? What is this book? When bad boys love bad girls? What the hell?
I forget where that came from, but seems like a nice place to visit.
Oh, interesting. Self-help books. Apparently, Gabriel has fear of commitment. How to change your luck. Okay. Oh, what? One is not a lonely number. Jesus.
Just a few self-help books. That one on top was a joke gift from Mosley.
A joke gift. Sometimes it hits true. I don't his book, burn it. Yep, sounds about right.
I don't use hairspray. Nope, not me.
Sexy picture.
Fun times.
You lecherous thing, you. Hello, Teen Gamer. How are you? Hold on. The Barber's Revenge. Blood on the Mississippi. Oh, novels.
Blake Backlash series.
Hello, Trong. How are you? Driving to Panera. Trong, the amount of food that you eat, you need a treat stream. You need to put at least bubble tea on your list.
Without ending up with a strand of beads.
You know? Let us send you some bubble tea. Like I said, I'm doing basically just like a quick stream situation. Mostly because you know, Sabo League is happening.
Dare touch Grace's oil paints.
Hold on. I need to Google. I need to Google that. B. I mean, yeah, that's not a bad take. That's not a bad take. Yeah, he is a student.
Gabriel wouldn't dare touch Grace's oil paints.
Take that back, he's ugly. I mean, you have a lot of teachers that seem interesting. He doesn't do his bed. What is all this? Typewriter.
The typewriter is beginning to accumulate cobwebs.
Should I
Oh
fill you
God.
in?
Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, Gabriel.
Several dozen books, including a few of Gabriel's novels, occupy the shelves above his desk.
Narrator has such sass when she talks. I love it.
Doesn't feel like reading right now.
Okay.
The typewriter is too heavy to lug around.
Then use it.
Can't. Writer's block.
Ooh, interesting. Writer's block is just as bad as any kind of artist block, to be honest.
Mediocre glow.
I mean, it is an artist block.
Threw those
So,
pages away, they weren't worth reading.
that's a weird way of thinking.
Gabriel's mini stereo isn't exactly high fidelity.
Damn.
And neither is he.
The burn.
The Creole Grandans will hold their annual Gardenia Festival and Tea this coming Tuesday at the Sons of Burgundy Hall. Admission is free.
I want you to take hold of your prayer clothes. Better yet, take hold of your radio and let's do a miracle. But first, I want to talk about doing what's right. Those of you who are
It's
out
no
there
use.
listening to these radio
I can't
waves of
sleep.
comfort, you know what I'm talking
I mean, I wanted you to make the bed, my dude.
reaches out into the darkness and pulls lost souls from the grasp of the devil himself. Oh, but
Pink sponge? What? Very slow exploring.
Gabriel, shut that refrigerator, please. Oh, I can smell it from here.
Oh, Jesus. You don't clean it, my dude? That's kind of disgusting. Black shirt?
The closet is loaded with white t-shirts. There's one black button-down for those fancy occasions.
Okay, so he's that kind of dude. Interesting.
The dresser holds a meager supply of underwear and 38 pairs of mismatched socks.
Don't sass the mismatched socks. Sometimes stuff happens.
Poster on the wall advertises Mardi Gras.
Ah, dishes.
Biggest
It's okay.
party of the year in New Orleans.
Lamp. Can
I'll
I?
just leave it on.
That's such a waste. Never mind.
Let sleeping lions lie. I got that cheap at a garage sale. Always had a thing for lions.
The medicine cabinet contains a few old prescriptions, personal hygiene stuff, and lots of hair products.
I'll take this hair gel. You never know when you'll need a touch-up.
Okay. Interesting. So, rug, is there anything?
Carpet was grand. She gave it to Gabriel to cheer the place up.
I mean, I like the brick situation that he has. You've been avoiding it? Why?
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, you should cut that mop of yours and throw that stuff away.
Never.
Interesting. So he doesn't want to cut his hair. He's that type of guy.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Oh. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Let's start.
What do you know about voodoo?
I didn't know much of anything about it until you started researching it for your book. Now I know that it's active in the city. There's that shop and museum. It can clearly be dangerous in the wrong hands.
Oh,
You should be careful investigating it.
not me yawning.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Just what I read in the paper, same as you.
Does it repeat?
What do you know about...
Okay, yeah, it does.
You won't get far questioning me about it, Sherlock.
What do you know about voodoo?
I've told you all I know. Sorry I can't be more help.
Okay, so if you re-question them again, it clears like the options.
Did you find any good voodoo resources for me?
The best in the city are supposedly the Dixieland Drugstore and the Historical Museum of Voodoo. Both are right here in the French Quarter.
How would I ever manage without you?
You? Give me a break. The devil himself couldn't change you.
Well, if the devil had great legs, perhaps. Like yours.
And a riveting personality, I'm sure. If you need any more research done, just ask. It's not as though we're swamped with customers.
He's such a flirt. Left is Shrek. Huh? I'm not sure I understand the context. Maybe because I am a little bit further ahead. Because there's always like a little bit of a delay with chat, perhaps. I'm not sure I do understand the context of it. Prince Charming. Oh. I was like, huh? Who?
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
He
I've
does.
only been here 2 months.
He does.
but I
The
love
same
it.
way he
So
talks,
much
too.
more alive than any place I've been. It
He's
feels
also a big
unsociable
flirt.
here.
What else can you tell me about New Orleans?
You're the
New
kid. Don't ask me.
Orleans? I am baffled by how you how they talk.
Do you have messages for me?
Your friend Detective Mosley called. Talkative, isn't he?
Especially with you. What did he want?
He told me to tell
He's
you
gross.
his name is Humphrey, and that he left some
I
photos
actually,
at the front desk.
It's about time.
Gabriel Knight as a character
The voodoo murder.
has a very nice story arc.
Police information? Did you tell him you'd put him in your new book?
Maybe. A writer
Yeah,
has
he does have a very nice story arc.
you know.
Gabriel, you know you'll never put him in your book. Your main character's a female orthodontist. You're gonna be reincarnated as a pit bull if you keep screwing with your karma.
As long as it's a male pit bull with a really big.
That's enough. Thanks.
Oh, Grace. Bless your soul for dealing with this dude.
For me.
You got a call from someone named Wolfgang Ritter. He was calling from Germany. He told me it was urgent. Maybe you should give him a call.
Call Germany. Like hell. If it's really important, he'll call back.
Well, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just hope he's not with the German lottery for pitiful American authors.
Interesting.
Do you have messages?
Yellow again?
Your grandmother called.
Okay.
Meaning to get over there. What did she say? Did she sound good?
She sounded great. We had a nice little chat about you.
Grace.
Don't worry, I didn't go into detail about your cardinal sins. Not that anything about you could surprise her. She adores you anyway.
She's my girl.
And she sent over that box on the table.
Oh, Grandma.
Tell me about yourself, Grace.
What do you want to know?
Go on a date? I mean, how old are you?
Old are you?
Old enough to know about men like you.
Good answer, Grace. Very good.
How do you like working at St. George's Books?
Well, it's not exactly a huge intellectual challenge. Although the math in your record books could confuse Einstein. Still, I love old books.
Mm-hmm.
Nice way to pay the bills while I explore the city for a summer. If you ever pay me, that is.
Oh, damn.
Just tell me anything at all.
I just got my master's in history and classics. My folks wanted me to go on right away for my PhD, but 18 years of school was enough. I needed a break.
Amen to that, Grace. Anything else?
Just tell me anything at all.
I came to New Orleans because I'd read so much about it. I thought spending a few months here would clear my head.
What do you do after work?
I either go to my oil painting class or my Tai Chi. You know that.
You can go overboard with this improving yourself stuff. You don't want to alienate us mere mortals.
Oh, I suppose I should just allow my mind and body to atrophy.
Works for me.
Oh, Gabriel.
How come we haven't gone out yet?
I'm still waiting around for that lobotomy. I'll let you know.
Oh, Grace, I love you.
Just tell
Never
me
change.
anything at all.
I've been studying Tai Chi for 10 years. It's a very spiritual discipline. I'm sure discipline of any sort isn't something that would appeal to you, Gabriel.
Very true.
Nothing, I guess. Never mind.
Okay. Messages, request, research. Nope. I love Grace. She's great. So, yeah, Gabriel is a sleazeball. There's really...
Put down my shirt one more time. I'm leaving.
Just trying to refresh my memory.
I know what
God.
you're trying to refresh, and it isn't your memory. Get down.
Okay. Grace's...
Grace's coat is a
Yeah.
simple but classic trench coat. Gabriel hates people with good taste.
Because you do have a bad taste, Gabriel.
Dramatic, isn't it? Gabriel didn't eat for 3 weeks after splurging on that coat. He has a thing for black leather.
Interesting. Okay. Exit to map. Plus, Sabo League is starting in 30 minutes or so, so
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
damn. so loud. Jesus. Oh God. Okay. So okay. So those are highlighted place that we were told about by Grace. So we're here at St. George's book. Let's go to the police station.
Those motorcycles belong to the precinct. They're not nearly as cool as Gabriel's bike.
I mean, it is a sweet bike. Can't be too mad about this. Alleyway? Oh God.
If Gabriel wants to talk to Mosley, he can go in through the front door.
Look,
That
it's
window
like
leads to Mosley's office.
that's definitely going to be something that I will have to do.
I should add Mosley to the hat.
Oh God. He's like a teenager that never, like an adult, but that never grew out of his teenage years. Ah, Gabriel, luckily for you, I know that you have
Interesting
a good
design
story
for
arc.
trash can. Must have been on sale at Cops R Us.
Damn. Let's talk.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Okay.
What do you know about voodoo?
Me? Nothing. I'm a Catholic boy.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the voodoo murders?
I'm not allowed to give out information on police cases.
Very true.
What can you tell me about the voodoo murders?
Again?
Hey, buddy, do I look like the kind of lowlife that'd betray my sacred oath to this department?
I don't know. What would that kind of lowlife look like?
Like hamburger meat if I got a hold of it. Kind of like what you're gonna look like in about 5 seconds.
Nice, Kirsten.
Okay. Sorry.
I need to play some more Pokemons, but again, maybe tomorrow? Question mark. I'll see.
Glad as hell it's not
There's like so many things I need to do, and plus I'm like getting back to another week of of work.
as it is.
Oh goodness. But hey,
What can you tell me about Nolans?
Best food in the world. You can get it right here in Nolans. Muffaletta sandwiches.
what the heck is a muffaletta? Beignet.
Die happy in this city.
It's practically guaranteed.
Dying from a heart attack or something?
I was supposed to pick up some photos from Detective Mosley at the front desk.
Is that right? And who are you?
My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Okay.
Yeah, I got something for you, all right. As soon as you're done talking, I'll give it to you.
Interesting.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's out at a crime scene. Sorry.
Ooh. So a crime.
Where's the crime scene? Is it related to the voodoo murders?
Crime scene information is police confidential. We don't need any more looky-loos than are probably already there.
Tell
Himself?
me about yourself.
Who, me? I'm the desk sergeant, Frick. Why?
Frick?
That's right. You got a problem with that?
Not at all.
That's a very unfortunate name. You outdated your throne? Really?
Tell me about yourself.
What you put on your throne, Kirsten?
Well, I watch people come in. See this book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I write people's names in it, see? People that bother me. Want me to put your name in this book?
Oh, I think not.
That's what I thought.
All right.
Hey, nice precinct.
Think so, huh? That's peachy. That means more to me than you could know.
Oh, books for your college. Is there? Hold on. Let me.
Summer
It's in Europe. It's actually like there's a huge
to
at least in France, specifically Paris, there's a very there's a very big store that specializes in reselling like used books. Um, is there something like that is similar where you live, Kirsten? Because I know that actually saved my life. Some of those books are so expensive, and let's face it, most of the time you're never going to use it ever again. Someone was like, I don't know how I feel about like spending that much money on books that basically are going to collect dust in the future. You know?
If Gabriel wants to talk to
Unless they ask for like very specific like latest edition. Now that you know. Okay. Dixieland drugstore.
Dixieland drugstore is closed until tomorrow
Okay.
morning.
That doesn't work. Voodoo
Posted on
Museum.
the door of the museum is a sign saying closed. Their hours list that they will open again tomorrow.
Okay. I'm kind of wondering, you know. Church. Interesting. Cherub. Oh, I remember one scene here. I looked at the map, so there's nothing to do here right now. I see. Jackson Square Overlook. Let's explore a little bit. So there's a cop here.
Good day, officer.
Yeah, you too. Keep moving.
Okay. Woman. Jazz band.
That jazz band is pretty good. Of course, most jazz bands in New Orleans are.
Should you be a nurse? I think it's really...
Not that a real man would notice something like that.
What the hell? Should you be a nurse? I mean, it's a very noble profession.
Beat. I dig it.
Drummer does not respond.
But like that's what I'm going to say. That's what I usually say to pretty much everyone that I know. Only become like, or at least take upon a career that really truly interests you, and not it's not really a matter of like should you be exactly, Kirsten,
Can't read lips.
because it's
Disinclined to start a conversation.
being a nurse, man. Like I said, it's a very noble profession, but there is like hard stuff that you have to deal with. Being a nurse, like it depends on your specialty. Like, do you want to work at the OR? A little bit like Jelly. Do you want to go to the ER? Do you want to work in pediatrics, so with kids? If yes, is it going to be at the NICU, so the neonatal like intensive care units, so basically with a lot of premature babies? Like, it's just there's a lot of specialty, and it also requires, you know, a specific kind of like gut feeling. What if you want to murder people? I would no. And that is not really something I like to joke about, to be honest. Especially when it involves that. Because I do take care of people and I do want to save people. So that is definitely a felony that is just not funny. Because it unfortunately does happen. And that is absolutely horrendous. Box. Let me look at
has
that.
Gabriel's name on it, written in his grandmother's handwriting.
Mhm.
Gabriel's father's old sketchbook sits on the top.
They murder people? Sword? Really? I'm going to press a very hard doubt on that. Inventory allows you to become your active item. It can appear in action, interacting with either people or object while playing. Underneath the list of item. Okay, examine magnifying glass. Okay, combine the two. Interesting. Let's see. So let's read that.
Images haunt the pages of Philip Knight's
Ooh.
sketchbook, the way they must have haunted his mind. The images touch a deep chord with
Nice.
Gabriel, so
I love the
familiar
designs.
are they that he finds it hard to believe they aren't from his own subconscious.
That is nice. You thought it was cute for just people to murder others? You
Gabriel
have a very interesting
opened and finds
definition of
two
cute.
photographs.
I don't find it cute. More concerning than anything
Was
else.
apparently taken upon his graduation from the police academy. He had hair then.
Damn. The shade.
One of the photos from Mosley is an official Voodoo Murders crime scene shot.
Okay.
A graphic close-up of a victim.
Do I really have to step back every time?
The label on the hair gel jar talks about mysterious Hawaiian roots and ancient Oriental secrets. The copy is almost as believable as Gabriel's novels.
Okay. Sketchbook. Interesting. But yeah, no. That kind of subject is definitely a no, not okay in my book.
Life is too
Just as a forewarning.
You never know it by the women you date.
Like I said, it is a felony, first and foremost, and nothing to joke about, because
Written in his grandmother's handwriting.
stuff like that happened in the past, unfortunately, in the healthcare industry. Where nurses decided to play God and just
Recent fiction
pick
by the Biggie.
people at random
Other words,
and administer
written by Gabriel.
medication that eventually led to the death of the person.
Can't see any way to pick
And again, that is something that is so shitty that I would, yeah, if you did that to any of my family member, not sure how I would react. But let's just say that it's best for that to just never happen. And definitely nothing to joke about, and there's nothing cute about this situation. Okay, tweezers. So there's nothing to do about this. We do have the book now, but
the photograph of Mosley.
okay. So do I have to like combine? Okay. All combinable items are highlighted blue. Active is combinable. Highlight would be the green. Okay. Yellow. Okay. Interesting. So if I combine, oh, interesting. Huh. And oh, if I give, interesting. That's a new way of using this.
It's your friend Mosley. Why?
Oh, no reason.
Okay. Let's pick up.
Gabriel can't see any way to pick that up.
Can't see anyway. Really?
Books on the table have been chosen for their special.
Okay. Let's go and see. Maybe the grandmother is going to be there.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so New York. New Orleans, Jackson Square.
The
Huh?
sign says the Overlook's closed for repairs until June 21st. The sign says
So there's not a whole lot of place I can go to. Because this is closed, the New Orleans PD is closed, Jackson Square, I've been there, nothing is happening. And St. Louis Cathedral has nothing. So did I miss something at a police station? Let's see. Officer. Do I need to give it to him just so I can prove something?
Does this mean anything to you?
It's a police academy graduation photo. What of it?
Just checking.
Huh. There's nothing in his... Should I show it to him? Am I going to get in trouble?
Does this mean anything to you?
Hey, where'd you get that?
Nowhere.
Well, you shouldn't have that. Put it away before I decide to keep it.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
let's go. Other building. Should
It's
I-
another municipal building, but not one
Moves. Isn't there anything I can do with like the window? I can't open it. Interesting. Huh. Or hold on. Maybe. No. Definitely can't do that. So Voodoo Museum is closed. Let's go to the cathedral, even though there's nothing there. Because it's been such a long time.
The chancel of St. Louis Cathedral consists of a raised dais, an altar, 2 pedestals, and a choir area.
Cherub.
At least the cherub is an aesthetic way of asking for donations.
Okay.
Someone is in that confessional. Gabriel will have to wait.
Oh yeah, I remember there was something with this.
Gabriel might need the goodwill, but he can't afford to make a donation right now.
And that's perfectly fine, Gabriel. Yeah, so that's definitely not the destination. Yeah, so it needs to be Jackson Square then. Oh. Where the heck should this go? Okay. The mine. Aplar. Hey, how are you? Welcome in.
You white-faced geek, you want to eat my fist?
Who tells me that? That's kind of mean. Interesting. There's really nothing. You're so tired? I mean, talk about tired. Oh, hold on. Motorcycle.
A police officer is either off duty or patrolling the park.
I
Or both.
completely understand. Radio.
Mind if I use your radio?
What are you, nuts? Forget it.
Touchy.
Okay.
There's a police band radio on that bike.
Well, I never. Leave me alone, you man.
Oh. Damn it. Hold on. So there's something. We need to make sure that the sound is okay so we can.
You white-faced geek, you want to eat my fist?
There's a police band radio on that bike.
But the sound is not clear. I need to figure out, like, is there some kind of way that we make that cop move?
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have noticed.
How am I?
Thanks.
I'm good. I'm tired.
Yeah, right.
I survived the weekend. My case was not that easy. I was like pretty stressed out. I did eat a bit, so that's a good thing. Oh. I am 100% sure that I'm missing something. But to be honest, things weren't kind of crazy for today.
He's too big to fit through them. And ooh, those spikes
One of my friend actually had a very like, she questioned herself. Like, she thought that, you know, she was not good, when clearly it's not the case, but I can totally see why, you know,
You white-faced geek, you want to eat
you'd
my fist?
you'd ask yourself that question. Because it is a very like intense situation. Yeah. You worry about my eating habits? It's okay. You shouldn't worry too much. I know it's been terrible for forever. But I'm definitely not a stress eater. Definitely not. And that. God damn it! What do I do for this?
You white-faced geek, you want...
Okay, so let me see. Let me go back.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
So there's definitely something. You're doing okay? Yeah. V, how are you? You both, really. I mean, even you, Aplar. I hope you are doing well, you know? And you have like a night, a good day, you know, and overall. And it's okay, Sword. Take your time. This is very confusing. Where the heck do I need to go? Am I missing something? Bathroom. Let me look.
I don't need to, thanks.
Good.
My bathroom. I've got to get around to cleaning up in there.
Oh my god, I just saw that. The flashlight. Take that. How did I miss something that obvious? Is there something else that I missed? Phone. Jam-packed days, back to late nights. Yeah,
Your phone is cheap, but
I feel you. I totally feel you. My anxious brain have been playing tricks on me, especially over the past few days, because of my, this seminar. I knew that I was going to get evaluated, and so I just couldn't sleep really well. Let me see. Register, desk, ashtray. Is there anything else? I don't think
it's an ashtray.
I mean, yes. Let me look. Maybe I missed something. But yeah, no, my sleep schedule have been total garbage. Magnifying glasses.
Mind if I borrow
Jesus.
the magnifying glass?
No, Sherlock. Just bring it back. when
Yeah, it
we
went
get
well.
to the
It could
station.
have definitely went better. Like I said, the stress just took the like
Not so lucky for the rabbit, was it?
my brain went in places that shouldn't. Yeah, it shouldn't have went that way, but it went okay. Like I passed. It's just I was kind of disappointed in the overall performance, you know. But I'm also extremely harsh, like on myself. Let me just, you know what? Let me see if I can pick anything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The hat is cut off, and there's like no other
I might be
options.
able to use this black shirt.
So, but thank you. It's very holiday appropriate. Is there anything else on that freaking screen? Oh my goodness! In 5 minutes, Sabo League. But I just barely started with this. You know. You know. You didn't notice. That's good. That is good. Thank you. Yeah, no. It's been a pretty intense week. It's still going to be intense. Hopefully I will have some off days. You know, the 23rd of December all the way to the 26th. Watch Sabo League. Too tired. I know, that's how I feel too. I'm like, I think I'm just going to keep on streaming. The link is there. Like, by all means. You know. But I know that Sabo League, like especially Kato and Wilbo have like so much energy. Katie! No, 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 no. Don't worry. I mean, I'm still like, I still have class tomorrow. It's just yeah.
You white-faced geek, you want to eat my fist?
You're so mean.
My type.
He's not your type. I mean, do I need to? There's something that's going to happen with this. But welcome, Katie. How are you? I hope you're well.
Gabriel can't read lips. He's disinclined to start a conversation.
Did not to watch Sabo because you don't know who to root for. True. I'd be,
You white-faced geek,
I'll
you wanna eat
be,
my fist?
you know, conflicted. You know, should I root for Kato? Should I root for Wilbo? But I know that it's going to last for a while. That's the thing. Like, yes, please follow me. You're cheering for Wilbo. Bless Wilbo's heart. I honestly love both of them. In honor of knocking, I mean, hey. Very true. Very, very true. Okay.
Say what?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's what I needed to do. Okay. Interesting. He also knocked out Cleo, and you love Kato. I mean, see, that's kind of like the conflict that we have right now. There's like too much. Just too much. Oh god. Oh god. No. That mime has the attention span of a freaking goldfish. And a dog.
Well, I never. Leave me alone. You
in the final. Yeah. That's Kato's redemption story. I know. I'm actually almost likely just have a lot of like, you know, I'm just going to have a lot of like VODs to watch. There you go.
Hey, cut that out. I told you to stop that. All right, mister, you want some of this? Why, you little...
Okay. Interesting. So, now I can use it. Microphone. Radio. Sorry.
Gabriel picks up the headset and listens.
Also, Katie, good news. I don't know if you saw amongst the many messages on Discord, the bed actually restocked for Loki. So the model, like the size that I wanted, came back. And so apparently it got shipped. I don't have a, you know, tracking number, but I know that it's on its way. So I'm actually pretty happy. Especially because now I do have a the lights for my special project. Kick the king his throne. Yes, for real. As much as you'd like to watch a VOD, don't have time. Yeah, I know, Aplar. I totally get it. I totally get it. But yeah, so I can record some of the project with Loki as my co-host.
Hey, mostly.
Huh? Knight, you wiener, I told you not to call me that.
Feeling jumpy?
Who, me? Don't be stupid. How'd you find me?
Oh, I was just driving by.
Driving by.
Well, I guess I can let you see it for the book, but don't tell anyone, huh?
That's just like sleazy way to kind of
Definitely another voodoo
get
Same
information
clues.
about, you know, murder scenes.
Body.
Oh, that's disgusting. Isn't this a rather public area for this kind of thing?
Yeah, they're freaking ghosts, these guys. Lakeshore Drive isn't exactly the 10 expressway, but it is open to the public. No reports and nothing. Now,
Okay.
who the hell is that?
But yeah, I'm actually excited for Loki. The sound is so loud.
Good day, Miss Getty.
What's going on, officer?
Ooh,
Detective Mosley, ma'am.
love her voice.
We got a little problem here, but nothing for you to be concerned about.
I see. Thank you, detective. And good day, gentlemen.
I'm in love.
Forget it.
God.
That's Molly at Getty. She's about as far out of your reach as the moon. Probably on her way to meet some guy with a yacht right now.
Near here?
The lake's a popular place for
Octopus is a
country clubs.
-1?
If she's out here a lot, maybe
Oh,
she
no.
saw something or heard something.
That's kind of brutal.
Nah, nobody
They
ever
appear
sees
so
or
often.
hears nothing. I told you. Besides, you just don't go around bothering people like her.
We've about wrapped it up, sir.
Well,
kind of voice
let's get
was
the meat
that?
wagon moving then. Stick around and take notes for the
No,
book
no,
if
no,
you
no.
want.
Katie,
Watch
this is
out for
fine.
the
I'm
muck
kind
and
of like
watermarks
living
on the belt.
vicariously,
If
so
you
this is
wanna
perfectly
talk,
fine.
I'll be at the station tomorrow.
Because I don't have Sabo League open. Because I mean, I'm honestly too drained to feel the hype. Yes, exactly what Aplar says. I give you my total approval. Let's see. Let's look at the marks.
There's a pattern to the lines in the sand, but only one small
Oh,
area
Jesus.
is
I'm so
clearly
tired.
defined.
And it's only 8. God damn.
That's a lot of blood.
Yes, it is.
Looks like there was something here. I should take a closer look.
Alright, let's see. This looks like a snake pattern. Okay, footprints. They also have a collective list of items. Ooh. There's definitely... Okay. What is this?
I can't even see what I'm trying to pick up. I need a better look.
Scavenger hunt.
Something small and iridescent is barely visible in the sand.
Okay. Good thing I have my tweezers to pick it up.
I can't even see what I'm trying to pick up. I need a
Oh.
better look.
The magnifying glass. Yes.
It looks like a scale of some sort.
Ooh.
The scale is too delicate to pick up
Bruh.
by hand. Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to take the small, iridescent scale.
I think it's a snake scale, but it beats the hell out of me what kind.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, I've got no way to take that with me, and I don't want to.
Interesting for a man who tried to get into a crime scene to be so revulsed by blood.
Gabriel can't take the lines without some help.
Without some help? Oh, maybe the sketchbook? Can I sketch it out?
Let me try to copy
Yes.
this down.
Good. Okay. So, crime scene, vegetation. Clearly came into everyone's stream too late tonight. What?
Gabriel is on the sand and clay
Did they
shore
change the way Sabo League works?
at a site where some poor bastard
I mean, it is the final. So maybe like a special
are.
version? I don't know. Clay. Can I pick it up? Welcome back, V.
I'll take some of this clay with me.
And I believe that Cleo might be back from his trip. So let's keep an eye out for his future stream.
24 miles across and stretches as far as the eye can see.
Yes.
Lakeshore Drive runs around the entire lake. This is a particularly
He did mention that he was going to come back
but
like
it's still a public road.
for Selena. Yes.
Lake Pontchartrain is scenic, but you really wouldn't want to swim in it.
Okay. I mean, I just want to go elsewhere. Colorado is gorgeous. I hope he got to... Yes. I never went there. You know? I never went there. I'd really be interested in visiting one day. Hold on. So St. Louis Cathedral. I think... do I need to... What do I need to get, though? Group trip? Maybe. Do I need to go back to the police station? Oh, there's no way. Group trip? Maybe. One day. Oh, goodness.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
God damn. I love Grace. Talk. How's the little guy doing? He's He's doing okay. Hold on. Actually, let me just pick him up. BRB. Okay, I'm back with my co-host. He's on my lap right now, purring happily. He's doing good. He did not have a seizures. Yeah, everything it's a whole lot better with medication. I'm still, in the limbo of what I should do with him, but yeah. Hi, Naru. How are you?
I know very little about reptiles of any kind.
Thank you for hopping in.
Keep it that way. I think there's a book on snakes around here somewhere, though.
Okay, thanks.
I'm currently giving pets life to Loki.
Sure, what?
Could you see what you can find out about a woman named Malia Getty?
The name Getty sounds familiar. What's your interest in her?
Oh, just, stuff about the voodoo murders. If you can get an address.
Oh God.
The murders, right. I'll see what I can find out. Well, it's about closing time.
So it is. Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gabriel. And try not to dream, okay?
Aw. Grace does worry about you. Even though Gabriel is a sleazeball, but hey. What can I say? Hello, buddy. You like the scratches? You like the scratchy scratches? That's good. That's good, Nara. That's the end of day 1. A very slow start. I apologize. And we're back to the same scene that Gabriel has nightmare of. Witch hunt, midnight cries, obviously, for his lover, question mark. Witch that becomes the leopard, the medallion, snake, Bourbon Street. Rare books, so that's the store in Gabriel hanging. That's the kind of like the same nightmare that he has every single time, and it's a cutscene that you guys are going to see often. Yes, V. I'm currently petting him, so I'm getting live pets for Loki. Day 2, a mask I wore and approach. I was what I am not, and though the pattern wasn't clear, its meaning could be both. Okay. What's up, buddy? You don't want to stay on my lap? No? Yes? Are you confused? No, baby. All right. Day 2.
Good morning. Don't you look swell today? Actually, swollen.
Oh God.
So have some.
Loki,
There's a fresh
please.
pot on the table. Seriously, you look like hell. Your hair is sticking straight up like a... Oh, it always does that. Never mind. Did you dream about the fire and the hanged guy and that lion thing last night?
Leopard, not lion. Did you
Leopard.
get anything on Malia Getty?
Well, I did get her
And he is a
address, but
sweet
you're
boy.
a little out of your league
I'll keep
today.
petting him for you
Getty's got
guys.
3 local hospitals, just to name a few
He's
of their
doing good.
assets. They run in
He's been very
tight
good
circles.
taking his medication,
I got the address.
even though sometimes he's being a bit of a pain in the butt.
Malia Getty is incredibly gorgeous. I should have known you wouldn't go for a rich, ugly
Because
socialite.
And that
he
address
sometimes dodges
Hey,
the
Barbie
pill that he needs to
is a
take.
total humiliation. the Garden District.
Okay.
City.
That's all I wanted to know. And yes, my dear, Malia Getty is the most dangerous looking diversion I have ever seen. Ouch.
Ugh, men.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, hold on, buddy. You want to go down? Hold on, friends. BRB. I need to just sit him down before he yeets himself out of my lap. You're so clumsy now. You're going to fall down. BRB. All right, and back. The cat is now on the ground. Let's see the journal.
Times dated June 19th, 1993. A front page article describes the most recent of the voodoo murders. Gabriel Knight.
Aw, thank you, Dig. Isn't it super late for you? You should sleep. I know that you have a very terrible sleep pattern, but please do so.
There's an article about the history of
Go explore, little explorer.
Plaza d'Armes under French rule. It was used for executions, firing squads, hangings, even impalement and breaking on the wheel. Yikes! Of course, these days, it's mostly a hangout for tourists, street musicians, and local artists.
Bad Dig never sleeps. Oh God.
Chances of a dark star rising on this day. Do not trust your instincts.
I feel a dark star rising, all right.
Oh, Gabriel. That's so surface level. Okay, a walk through Jackson Square. Tourists and residents alike love Jackson Square. The French Quarter Park, that is all things to people. Hold on. That is all thing to all people. It's a respite from the heat, a spot for picnic lunch, a place to walk the dog, or sell one's artistic talent. You can lounge on the grass and enjoy the rendition of Saints in true New Orleans style any day of the week. Do you know that the history of Jackson Square is a bloody one, called La Plaza d'Armas in their French rules? It was used for public execution, firing squad, hangings, or even impalement on the breaking on the wheels. Jesus, that was actually pretty brutal. It's a reminder that the dark side of New Orleans is never far away. Gotham needs you. Aquarius. Chances of a dark star rising on this day. Do not trust your instincts. Also, friends, I don't know if any of you watched the Steam Awards. There's a lot of games that I was so hyped about. No, it's not. You just happen to come back to the same spot. There's a lot of scenes in this specific room. But no, there's like other places. I was so hyped for some of the games. Oh, Jesus. Not me yawning. I'm sorry. Chat.
So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
What can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
God damn, Grace. Okay. Is there another... Yes, no, maybe? Nope, nothing new. Let's go back. Okay. No, I was actually legit so excited for some of the games that were announced.
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Like the newest Baldur's Gate. I'm a big Baldur's Gate fan. I grew up with it. I saw a game for you this morning. It's called Lapin. Really? The rabbit look like my super bunny? Hold on. Do I need to Google that? Lapin. Okay. Oh, it's a precision platformer. I would suck at this game, but hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so cute. It's adorable. It's in early access too. Oh my god, Katie. It's so cute. I can guarantee you that I will most likely never play this game, or I could attempt it, but I am absolutely horrendous at platformers. And you make it a precision platformer, I am doomed. But it looks so cute. Like it looks adorable. I'll start to see Mosley. I mean, I need more news about the case.
Got a second, officer? What can I do you for? I'm here to see Detective Mosley. He's in his office. Go on back.
Okay.
Gabriel can't do that from the front lobby.
You can't?
Hey.
It looks so cute. Yes. Should I saw something. Hold on, let me. I want to see something. Cause I think there's something else before I come in.
Ciao, baby.
This intrigues me. There's a post-it I want to see. Thermostat.
There's a temperature gauge on the wall near Mosley's office.
V, what is a Detroit style pizza? I'm curious. Don't touch. Oh no. Bobo has one item checked off. Yes.
Knight. Gabriel Knight. In case someone wants to know.
Sending me a picture, please do so.
Detective Mosley. Hard at work, I see.
Yeah. What is it, you wanker?
God.
Dang air conditioning must be on the blink.
Oh no, that sucks. Okay. Let's
Can I ask
talk.
you about
Let's
the-
talk.
You're the writer. Ask away.
There's, oh, Jesus, there's a lot of things.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Fauna autofill. Oh no. Is Fauna a villager that she was looking for? Hold on. I'm also going to be ready for V.
It's intimidation tactics. That's
There
all.
we go. Aw. V, I love that the DMs that we have is just pictures of Ozzy. I love it.
Can you tell me about voodoo?
I see his big face every time I jump into the DMs.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Lots. Can you be more specific?
You know
Mhm.
anything about the killers?
At least 20 people attend the killings. We know this from the variety of footprints found at the scene.
20?
Footprints.
Jesus.
Aren't those
She hates
voodoo?
Fauna. It was her buddy villager just to
Yeah,
have her.
suspect in
Oh, yeah, true. I remember.
to match one of the few distinct
Fauna was like, she was over
footprints are smudged,
Fauna.
trodden over, unreadable.
She was like, yeah, no.
Casual in their
Fauna needs to be cancelled.
like they know we'll never
I remember now. Oh god. Her audience must give her so much flack.
No fingerprints.
Sometimes I feel bad because I'm like,
Found a few files,
she's
but not many. The
like,
weirdest one was leopard.
she's just such a nice like streamer. She might be have like a sense of humor that is it's not even dry, but what the heck is this? Is that pepperoni? But like it's, oh, is that a like pepperoni slices that are like so thin, but when it gets like crusty, it becomes like cups or something? Like because it's like the top is like fried.
How many murders have there been so far?
7 murders have so far been linked to the Voodoo murders case. The first murder occurred 8
Dig.
years ago.
Yes.
MO is the
I
same.
love The Longest Journey. Do you
Pontchartrain was the
dig?
same.
Do you like The Longest Journey? This is a stream I could do if I find a game again. I believe I have it somewhere. I love the soundtrack of The Longest Journey. I played it maybe twice in my life.
Describe the crime scenes.
Katie, oh no.
There's the corpse itself.
You have mixed feelings about that game?
Around where the body
Share with the
was,
class,
we find
because
marks
I
of
do
power,
like it. At least I like the
traces of weapons,
first game,
handles, red and black.
like the OG
Ordinary
Longest
black
Journey.
handles, so the lab reports. Also blood and feathers of chickens and goat's blood. And plenty of the victim's own, of course.
How come, Katie? Are you still sick?
What's the coroner say?
The victim's heart is always ripped out of the chest and missing. We haven't located a single one of them.
Lovely.
Okay.
Any idea what they do?
Collecting hearts.
Don't even want to know. Also, the coroner says some of the victims had heart attacks before the incision. Literally scared to death.
Oh,
The
Jesus.
knife wounds are consistent with a long, narrow, wavy-edged knife. Probably a ritualistic dagger.
Okay. This
Any
is?
witnesses?
Nope. There's never been a single witness. No one's even heard a disturbance. It's damned weird. Like they just don't want people to see.
Oh, God.
Nobody sees nothing.
That blows, Katie. I hope it comes back. I really do.
Know anything about the victims?
The victims are all out of
I need to
town.
figure out like a way to for my next setup. Like I mentioned before, I do have a very special project that I need to work on.
Oh,
But
never mind.
I need to figure out like some kind of like setup for the situation. But yes, please do feel better.
You tell me
Uh,
about
Do you have like any other symptoms?
You and me grew up here together. You tell me.
What the
It's a pretty
heck?
nice place. Even seeing the stuff I see, you know. The Carter's getting a bit too wild, though. Getting hard to control. Not quite what it was when you and me used to hang here, but hell, I've never known anything else.
Okay.
What
Anything
can you
else?
tell me about New Orleans?
I'm too sentimental to say anything else about it.
No, Dig. Yeah, it's totally not. The Longest Journey is totally not a game with guns. It is a point and click adventure.
Know anything about snakes?
I can see why you do have mixed feeling about it. The soundtrack is good though.
Tell me about yourself.
For the book?
Sure, why not?
Okay. What do you want to know?
The heck? Hold on. Okay, back. I was achy in the beginning, like it was crumpled. Oh no, sinus cuff fevers. Oh no.
How do you like working on the police?
I hope, yeah.
You kidding? You being a cop.
I hope you're going to get. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, not me yawning. I hope you're going to get back your sense of smell and taste pretty fast. Yeah, please do take care.
What are your plans for the future?
Well, you know, I don't like to count my chickens before they're hatched, but I don't see why I can't be the chief of police of Narland someday.
Oh, Mosley.
I already know the mayor, and my track record is one of the best in the department.
I'm sure it's just a matter of moments, mostly.
Yeah, you'll see.
You were 12 when you got it? You were mad? Oh no, Dig.
Got any hobbies?
Yeah, making your life miserable.
Oh no, that is indeed tragic.
Shoot or chew or something like that?
No, I'm a freaking ballet dancer. Yeah, I was #1 at the Louisiana State Fair Marksman Contest. I play trumpet, too. You know, put your lips together and blow.
How's your home life?
Oh, real funny, Knight. Why don't you just bring in some freaking salt? You know Annie left me. My home.
Oh no.
Right. Sorry about that. Just tell me anything at all.
Remember how we used to play monkey in the middle? Man, we used to piss off our senior year teacher. What was her name? Oh, Miss McKelly. You'd act like you were gonna toss her an eraser or something, and then you'd throw it to me over her head. And we used to do it at your grands, too, like with the remote when she wanted to watch her soaps.
Yep, and it was a great way to pick up women in the library.
What the heck? Those two.
Just tell me anything at all.
You know, my doctor told me I got a little family of ulcers starting.
Oh no.
Would end so I could get some rest for a change.
Yeah.
Just tell me anything at all.
Oh, my back hurts.
Even though ulcers are not necessarily caused by stress.
Just tell me anything at all.
For the book, I wanted to be an astronaut when I was young, or a fireman.
Fascinating.
Wow. Gabriel, the sass.
Just tell me anything at all.
I'm 6'2".
You are not.
Oh, come on. I'm close enough. Just write me up that way.
I'm laughing because it could be something that we could clip to Cleo. I'm 6'2". No, you're not. Besides, the puzzles in this game are wild. It took me 2 years. Really? Yeah, some of the puzzles from The Longest Journey are quite hard.
Just tell me anything.
It's right. You're right about this. I'm pretty sure if I tried it again, I would have like some kind of trouble. Because like I said,
You're on your own with that.
my brain,
I want to know.
when I was younger, was much sharper than this. The Longest Journey, oh my god, the music, so good.
Never mind.
It's so good.
No problem. Okay. Anything else?
Okay. There's a lot of stuff to talk about.
About getting me some coffee.
Coffee? You want coffee?
Did that surprise you?
Nah, you've always been a caffeine addict. It's just that what we got here hardly qualifies.
So I'm desperate.
It's your stomach. I'll get you some when we're done talking.
Aw,
That long?
All right. I'll go now.
god damn, that's...
Don't touch anything while I'm gone.
You best believe I'm gonna look for something, especially that drawer. That's highlighted. Let me open it. Drawer.
There's
Open.
no reason to go through the desk at the moment.
Really?
There's no reason.
A coat. Grab this shit. Identity theft. Oh no, Dig. Tragic.
I think I'll just borrow this badge.
Hey, what are you doing with my coat?
Nothing. I thought I saw something crawling on it.
Just drink this.
Thanks, tons. I mean it.
Okay. That's true. Did we go back to the conversation? Okay. Coffee, I got it.
I got those photographs you left for me.
Really? Great. What'd you think?
Astonishingly lifelike.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You got any more ideas for photos for the book?
Oh, God.
A cop author photo might be nice.
You and me? Together?
Why not? Of course, you'll have to try to tone down the masculinity.
Well, okay.
Oh, I'm glad, Dig. It truly was a good, like, it was a good title.
I hate to put my
Very true, Aplar.
damn hot in here. But a picture's a picture.
What did you need, Detective Mosley?
We need a picture, please. And make it a good one, eh, sweetheart?
Sure, sweetheart.
Ew.
Say chintzy.
Was there anything else, Knight?
How about one of me and Officer Franks?
Oh,
Gee,
God.
No. Franks? Just kidding, Franks. You want to get me fired for sexual harassment, Knight?
Well,
Ha ha. Now, is there anything else, or can I let this lady go back to her desk?
hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight. Make it fast.
Oh, God. Did he come out? Okay. Let me check.
Gabriel decides to give Mosley a break and not change the temperature again.
Okay, nothing
There's a
else?
temperature.
Oh, maybe there's something.
Get in here.
Okay. Crap.
Hurry up, would ya?
I might have missed something. That's fine.
Okay.
I don't know fully what I needed to do.
Thanks, hon. Let me know when you get them developed. Alright.
Yeah, sure.
Anything else?
Okay, hold on.
Hold on a sec while I go.
Good God, Knight.
Okay. Because there's definitely something there in this desk. Can I inbox?
There's nothing of interest.
Okay.
It's an inn.
Is there something else that I'm missing? Hold on.
There's a photo.
Okay. Bulletin board. Interesting. Okay, so it means that there's nothing that I could have done? That is surprising. I would have expected, like, something... You know? I mean... Do I need to pick up something? Hold on. Nope, apparently not. Love the story too. Plot twist at the end. Yes. Yeah.
Hurry up, would ya?
I really enjoyed The Longest Journey, at least the first game.
Okay.
The second game took me a while to get into, but it's really an like a universe that I enjoy quite a lot.
Nope. That's
Great.
You're
Don't call. Thank
The
God.
voice acting was so good too.
Damn, it's hot.
It make me want to play it again, but there's like so many other like old school games that I want to play.
Okay. Anything?
I mean, we talked about it before, but I'd love to play
about the pattern.
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different endings though.
7 buildings had those marks around them.
And I wouldn't be sure to, you know, should I play it like on live stream because there's a lot of things to do, and I might, you know,
Can I see the other
not be able to pace myself correctly if I play it on stream.
Might make the book Go talk to
Play it
Officer.
live.
Tell her I said you could see the file.
Yeah, sure. I'll think about it. I need to see like where my save file is at. Like, if I kind of want to do a kind of like a run where I kind of go through the different endings, you know? Okay, so right.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Ciao, baby.
Yeah. I mean, a trigger. Dig. We share the same love for it.
Night. Dang air conditioning.
It's really like desk. There's no files.
Whatever goes into those files never comes out.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger is amongst my top 5 favorite game of all time. And it's really saying a lot. I absolutely adore
If Mosley wants to,
like this game.
the coffee cup. Mosley's desk has more growing on it than his.
It's truly an amazing game. The soundtrack, oh my god,
I'll let you get back to it.
iconic. There's like several games that I kind of want to, you know,
The camera
to
is
finish. Hop here. Okay. Open the gate. Fortunately, the port on Steam for Chrono Cross is so janky that I don't want to play it on stream, but one day. Maybe like record like the game. If I do, I'll most likely start with you know, hold on. Isn't it like files that I should hold on? Let me do that again. But basically there's like if I do play Chrono Cross, I would definitely play Chrono Trigger first. Really because, you know, the whole sequence is always like better. You know?
Hey, mostly.
Night. I had a feeling you'd show up. Dang air conditioning must be on the blink.
Actually, I should talk to France and see what she has to say. But yeah, I would definitely like play Chrono Trigger first and then play Chrono Cross. Mostly for like the impact of some part on like in Chrono Cross. Even though the music, oh my goodness. But I need to do that. I need to work on, you know, podcast material.
Yes?
Can you get a file for me?
What file would that be?
The Voodoo Murders file. Detective Mosley said I could see it.
Really? Well, if you said so.
Good. But yeah, I need to figure out like, I mean, it's not really figuring out, it's just doing the whole setup for a podcast with Cleo. And there's like other stuff in the background that might or might not happen, but we'll see.
No photocopies either, I'm afraid.
Of course. I understand completely.
What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to photocopy everything.
I told you, you can't photocopy official police files.
Right, sorry.
Okay. I now I know. Hello, Elfie. Pop it. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Oh, it's League Central up in here. There's nothing League Central-y about it. Chrono dies. Revive him in time egg. Yes.
God help me.
Yes.
Are you hot? Man, I'm hot.
It is truly Chrono Trigger. My goodness.
You're the writer. Ask away.
Amazing.
I got those
Heard other things. Yes. Other things in the background.
Any other shots for the book?
It's really because I don't know how concrete like those projects are. It's like out there. But yeah, I did volunteer my help. No.
Anything else?
Apply, I see you playing Mario Kart.
Good God, Knight.
Yes, please do relax, everyone. If you want to play video games, play video games. Let's pick those and make copies. But I do want to do that that podcast. Even though it's like almost, you know.
Just wanna check this machine here.
But yeah, so this is like basically Christmas season. And yeah, there's always a lot of things to do. Okay, let me see. Voodoo files. That's it? I don't need to. Interesting.
Would you just get in here? Hurry up, would ya?
Okay.
Thanks, hon.
V and apply Mario Kart.
Yeah, sure.
Anything else?
V, you definitely have to stream one day
Can take this thing off again. Damn, it's hot.
and stream, obviously, Mario Kart. Play with the audience.
Okay.
Exit. I don't want to insult him. That's so mean. What the heck was that? Oh, sweet games being bugged.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Okay, so let's see. Voodoo files. Put them back.
It's too late to return.
I mean, sure. It's too late to return the file. Can I just exit? I left with the file itself and she never noticed? Okay, am I going to be in trouble for this? Oh God. No. Oh no.
Gabriel has a photocopy of the official police file containing the partial patterns from the voodoo murders.
Okay. Whoops. Okay. Let me see. Let's try the museum.
Welcome, my friend.
Ooh,
I am the proprietor, Dr. John.
that's a Deba's voice.
I would be happy to assist.
Great.
I like
My
it.
name is Knight, and I'll probably take you up on that.
Speaking of Deepa's voice, okay. I'm not a huge, like, I would say cyberpunk fan because, you know, it was kind of bugged and everything, even though the universe is pretty cool. and the cyberpunk tabletop, well, not necessarily tabletop, but like old school RPG game. Yeah, it was a tabletop game. It was actually pretty decent. But the next cyberpunk, Idris Elba, like as a main character? What? I'm just saying. I nerd out. We have Armored Core. I dreamt of this game. And now it's here. Amazing. I'll try not to be too hyped up for this.
Items that both fascinate Gabriel and also make his skin crawl.
Coffin. Can I open it?
This coffin is so small.
There's like scriptures there, voodoo dolls.
It wouldn't be much of a voodoo museum without a voodoo doll.
True. Skull.
Who that poor bastard was.
Oh goodness. Ew.
Will that look sacrilegious?
What the heck is this?
Magenta Moonbeam. Voodoo Inn.
I can pick it up.
Advertising Magenta Moonbeam, a local voodoo inn. Her parlor is on the corner of Orleans and Dauphine.
Okay. That's a new location. Can't pick anything else. That's creepy. Gourd. Can I talk to you, dude? Ooh, there's a snake behind him.
Could I ask you a few questions?
That is why I am here.
That's deep as woes, my dude.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Historical voodoo, or the voodoo currently practiced in the city.
Let's start with historical voodoo.
Historical voodoo.
Very well. I will start at the beginning, Mr. Knight, and will go on from there at your prompting.
Sounds good.
As you may know, voodoo is a grassroots religion, formed by the mixing together of many different African tribal religions and Anglo religions, such as Catholicism or Protestantism. In other words, it is a religion born of the African slave trade. But African slaves were imported not only by the United States, but also into the West Indies, with the French and Spanish-ran plantation islands. Prior to 1803, the New Orleans area was owned by France. The French Creole in those days owned many African slaves. But the Creole did not permit their slaves to gather, giving no chance for voodoo to breed here natively. The Creole also knew enough about the corrupting practices of the West Indies slaves to ban the importings of slaves from that region.
Interesting.
So how did voodoo come to New Orleans?
After the Louisiana Purchase, American legislators relaxed regulations. Slaves
I'm not 100% sure how accurate this is, but if it is, it's interesting.
Around the same time, a slave revolt occurred in Santo Domingo, what is now Haiti. Between the lifting of the ban and the Haitian revolt, West Indies slaves began
Sorry,
pouring into New
this is me moving around.
Some of them were free people of color, freed or escaped slaves. Some came with their white owners who were fleeing from the revolt.
And what happened when the West Indies slaves got here?
They brought voodoo with them. The native slaves were more than enthusiastic about embracing it. It gave them power, Mr. Knight, if only in the form of a communal band. Among the first meeting places were the Bayou St. John and the Shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The early voodoos were heavy snake worshippers, worshipping the one they called the Great Zombie.
Okay.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
By 1817, the voodoo activities were beginning to cause fear among the white slave owners. An ordinance was passed to forbid slave gatherings except in designated public areas at designated times. The time was Sunday afternoons, and the place, Congo Square. The slaves and free people of color gathered to dance simulations of their voodoo dances, right in sight of Creole society. Of course,
Hmm.
they also continue to meet in private for the real thing.
The heck is the real thing?
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
There were a variety of kings and queens at first, voodoo priests and priestesses. But from about 1830, a single power emerged. This was a voodoo queen named Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau ruled voodoo in New Orleans for many years.
You don't know? You don't remember? Oh, Dick. I get what you mean. It's also hard for me. I've become pickier with time for games. Brooke! Hello! How are you? Welcome in. Are you going to stream? I mean, I'm very exhausted because I've been up since, 6, I am good. I'm exhausted. Emotionally spent. Mostly because there was a whole lot of stress over the past, like yesterday, actually. Because I did get evaluated. I passed. Was not happy with my performance. Mostly because, the stress got the better of me and my brain and my hands because I couldn't really evaluate properly. I still passed though. And today I basically just witnessed my friends being terrorized with very hard cases. And I was actually happy because one of my he studied with me, and that was like back in the days. We started, I think, in in physiotherapy basically together. Like a physiotherapist assistant. And we ended up, going in osteopathy together. And so he passed today and had a tough case. Like a case where I swear to God, if he treated one specific thing, it would have been an instant fail. But he didn't. And his gut feeling told him there was something there that might have been. And I was like, yes, you dodged a bullet. There was a very high stress kind of day. But yeah. You've been working crazy hours, missing time with your, oh, no. It's okay. Yeah. Stream should be whenever you feel like it and never, don't force yourself, really. Just stream because you want to. Don't stream for a specific kind of people. Or just because your audience wants you to. That's the sure way to get a burnout. Just enjoy, So it's all good. I mean, I felt like streaming today. And so look at where I am. And I'm streaming a old point and click adventure that got remastered. And yeah, basically it.
I'm more interested in the history of voodoo. Some of the new movements are copying Haitian or even African voodoo. But it is the voodoo of New Orleans.
But I totally get you. Finishing games is hard. It's also, how can I say? I'm jaded with a lot of games. Maybe that's why I gravitate toward older games because I most of them I completed them before and I know there's a nice story behind them or something. To continue is so hard. Yes, it is. You have to put on a mask of happiness. True. Very true. And sometimes you just don't want to put up with all of this, That's why I try. That's why, by the way, my stream is never. I'm not a 13 plus. I'm not a very super family friendly kind of streamer. I consider myself pretty much 16 plus at least because there's sometimes subjects that are kind of hard to talk about. and which is completely fine. But yeah, no. Only stream whenever you want to. And your streams doesn't feel performative. You know what I mean? Like there's definitely like streamers. I think Cleo talked about it before, where it's like it's a performance for them. Like they come online, it's like, welcome everyone, and just like become so bubbly and everything. And it doesn't feel like themselves. And that's when it kind of gets dangerous because your persona doesn't reflect what you truly, feel. And yeah, it's the situation for everyone. That's it for you. Yeah, exactly. For me, it is a hangout. Like I'm talking to friends right now. Catching up. Hey, what's going on? How was your day? What are you guys doing? And I think that's the most important thing, really. And I mean, you can take a very like clear case, and I mean, I never watched like some of them contents, but there's a lot of like Twitch streamers out there that are very performative. What do I miss on stream? That's what scares you. No, don't worry. This is a safe space. Just, hey, you have my approval. Like, trust me, if there's things that are not okay, I'm going to address it. I did it a little bit earlier in stream because there's like some subject that I obviously take seriously, but that is fine. Like you can empty your feelings here. Yeah, I respect content creator a lot. Just, the amount of work that comes behind, that is behind, just video editing. Holy crap, that's a lot, It is scary. But I think it depends on your personality. It depends on, a lot of things. So that's why I try to the best of my ability to be myself, but also try to not make myself known too much. Mostly because, I do have patience out there. You do all your VODs? Really, Brooke? Oh. But I get what you mean. It's very quiet night for you. Good night, Aplar. Please rest well. Thank you so much for passing by. And I hope to see you around. I mean, for sure I'm going to see you around, but please take care of yourself. Rest well. But yeah, no. I totally get you. I am very secretive about some aspects of my life that only a very select amount of people knows. And yeah, I totally get it. It's just, I personally, aside from, I don't want to be recognized by any of my potential patients. We never know. I don't want to, I don't want to be recognized by others because sometimes, whatever I say might either irritate them or they don't necessarily agree with my point of views, which is fine because I personally believe in I agree to disagree and there's always a way to talk to someone. And to be yourself is super important. Would be residence. Okay, so that's the new place. It's just I personally, hold on. I believe there might be something. It's just I personally think that, putting a front is actually
Could I ask you some?
Of course.
more detrimental
Do you ever get any wackos?
wackos
That yourself.
about this, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
besides me.
I do not care to make
Yeah,
assumptions of
I'm very authentic.
welcome.
The way I talk to you guys. I mean, I'm a little bit more professional about it, but I'm that open when I talk to, you know,
Look out, play sport.
to my patients,
Do not play
especially those who are
that is what
closer of age to me and we do vibe well,
You
you
just
know.
look like such a natural actor.
I do find ways.
But it's still
Mr. Knight.
there's still like some personal stuff that I share with you guys. Like it's not like too personal. It's just, I mean, it could be just a situation with my cat, for example.
You sound
Only chat knows about it. I mean, there's no way I'm going to talk about my sick cat to my clients ever because it's not really their problem.
summer weather. Ever seen it so overcast or so muggy?
And
It is unpleasant.
so
Heavens are
it
not
it would feel too weird for them to know
Nice outfit.
more about my own personal life without me telling them, you know.
I'll have to remember that.
Can I put it front? It shouldn't be scary. You know? I think the scariest part should be for people
to the preservation of this
to try to take advantage of that. You know?
reap the fruits I
But you do have like a pretty you do have a team behind you, you know? To take care of you and make sure that you're safe. Like your mods were behind you to make sure that
She is a local voodoo yeah.
if there's anyone who is weird or anything, that we get to
Telling fortunes,
To-
providing luck.
basically look out for you. That's our job as mods.
Those who seek a
But don't be scared to be you. There's really nothing wrong with that. It's actually more refreshing to see someone who is authentic. You know, like I mentioned before, like I'm going to take the example of a Twitch streamer that I never watched. I only heard of her because, you know, of all the drama that came behind, that they came with her like recently. You never know who's who on the internet. That's a problem. True. And I'm going to talk about Amaranth. So Amaranth, obviously, we all heard about like the terrible situation that she was in with her, I hope, her ex-husband. You know, in a very abusive relationship. But I mean, from what I heard before, she didn't have like, she had a specific kind of personality. Like, she looked okay, you know? And faces on looked okay, you know? And like, she put, like, she basically, she's a, kind of like hot tub kind of streamer, a lot of, you know, clearly not the kind of content that I watch, but basically her husband was holding all of her assets. He was kind of like, I'm the one who dictates how we're going to spend the money, how, like, what is going to be your stream schedule, what kind of content you're going to create, and obviously kind of like quote unquote pimp his wife to get a lot of money, because let's face it, Amaranth has, you know, is deemed attractive to a lot of like the average audience, and obviously she made a shit ton amount of money. But that's like the front that you saw was not what it truly was. And then one day on stream, she kind of like exposed her hopefully ex-husband with him yelling on the phone to her like, you know, if you don't stream or if you don't do that, I'm going to cut take all that money away from you and you're going to fucking have nothing, basically along the line of that. And you saw her with no longer a front, just tears, like hearing her husband on the phone screaming at her. And that is like the part where I'm like, that front is something that is kind of dangerous. And that's why, like, for me, I'm always against that. Be as authentic as you can. We are not big streamers, and I'm totally fine with it. There's no expectations with the content that we create, and I'm very happy about this. Like, just be yourself. If you're having an off day, like mental health wise, just take a break. You know? Those people are just for a certain reason. Yeah. Almost at 1K. What is 1K? I'm not saying she's dying. Yeah. It becomes a performative moment. Really. 1K sub? Huh? What? I don't think so. Question mark? Hold on, let me go back to... No. Never. Okay, phew. I was like, there's no way. Where is it? Only, oh my god, dig. I was stressed. I was like, huh? Wait, what? But yes, it's very performative. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not considered lying. It could be, but it's like the way I'm going to present it is a bit like whenever I work, you know, I put on my therapist hat on, and whatever worry of or problem that I have at home or just, you know, inside my brain needs to stay, you know, at the reception desk. It doesn't come with me in my office. It shouldn't come with me with my office. Because whenever I see patients, I need to be 100% focused on them to the best of my abilities. And there's like, for sure, there's going to be days where you're like, I should stay home and, you know, stay in bed. But yeah, like it's you kind of perform in some kind of way just to, you know, because it's work. Like you want to kind of like put a barrier between you and your audience. That could be healthy. It could be healthy. It could be a way to protect yourself, to either like hide your identity a little bit better and to not show any specific kind of weaknesses for people to take advantage of, because we never know. The internet is kind of crazy like that. And yeah, oh my god, Dig, your optimism was scaring me. One thing you want to maintain for sure is stream transparency and honesty. Yeah. Thank you, V. I try. Hard part is when you try to be personal, private with your audience. Yeah. Privacy is subjective, for real. You share whatever you want to share. Like as I mentioned before, there's part of my life that only a select amount of people know. And when I mean select, it's like less than 5. And it's really because I wanted to put a little bit more context behind some of the stuff that I experience in life. And yeah, like whatever you want to share is really up to you. You don't have to share everything. You can, set boundaries, especially if there's like topics that are very hard to talk, like for you to talk about, and you feel like either, oh, this is going to be too triggering for my audience, or it's actually going to trigger myself, yourself. Yeah. So it's always about like how comfortable you are with sharing that amount of information. Yeah, exactly, V. Kids lying about their age is so touchy. And it's very, very common in the Animal Crossing community. Very common. And it's not only that. It could be like in freaking Pokemon. It could be in, like those who like stream Fall Guys. Like the list goes on. And that's when you never know exactly like who is going to hear about those stories. Gag about privacy fans, quote unquote subscribers. Yeah. And that's where setting boundaries is okay. I do like it is going to be like just kind of like a snippet of like there's some subjects in my streams that I'm not okay like either joking about or not necessarily talking about. I can talk about it. But let's say like someone who comes in and talks about like subject that are more on the serious side. So just let's say even a hello mushroom girl, how are you? Let's say that someone comes in and I'm going to take example and like from something that happened a little bit earlier in the stream. But basically whenever someone just mentions like, hey, like should I be a nurse? And my answer was, be whatever you want. Like it's a very noble profession and it depends on like depending on your specialty, there's like some hard part to the job. And Mushroom Girl, I'm good. Tired, but I'm good. It feels good to kind of hang out with you guys. This is going to be like a maybe a little bit like of a serious portion for the stream, but basically, as I mentioned that, the person just started typing like the kind that kills people. This was a hard line that I had to trace with being like, this is not even fun. This is not even something that I want to joke about because unfortunately, that stuff happened in the past. It's unfortunate, but it did happen. It is a felony. This is not even remotely funny. And I'm not even going to humor it. Like, and it is a subject, again, that for me, I don't even want to humor it. I do have a pretty good sense of humor, but this I was like, because this shit did happen. And just imagining, my own relative or your own relative being, in that situation is like, really? Is that a joke to you? Like a nurse that somehow like decides to kill people because they can? What the fuck? What kind of like weird ass comment is that? And so you have to shut it down. So this was my boundary. Not funny. I'm going to draw a hard line on this. But yeah. If you want to share your own personal life, it's fine. And I mean, you even talked about it like in your stream, like Brooke, you're a mama bear, you're like, okay, if shit happens with my kids, I'm going to throw hands if needed. Thank you, Vok. Like, if you need to throw hands to protect your kids, then you're going to do so, which is fine. So for me, like, there's a lot of streamers that have kids that are like, I can talk about myself, but I don't want to talk about my kids because I want my kids to stay anonymous and not have that kind of like spotlight, on them. Even active people, true. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, if you draw the line, then it's good. And if people get hurt, like their feelings get hurt because, oh no, Brooke denied me that kind of information. Let me put dislike everywhere in their video. In Jesus, wait, huh? Ooh. Thank you for subscribing, Vok. But it's just if the person is not happy, then they can just walk out of here. You know what I mean? Like, if you're like, oh, the streamer is not answering my question or my comment, like, why don't you answer me? And start becoming even more aggressive about it, I will yeet you out of the stream, Katie, I totally feel you. Totally feel you. I would say I was a little bit more timeout and ban hammer happy when I did Crossing Minutes stream yesterday. Mods will be mod. Yeah, exactly. So that's the mod part that is always a little bit harder because we do have to respect the vibe of the streamer. Like, if you broke, we know like where your boundaries lies. Like, you're pretty open about yourself and very honest about who you are. Like, we know, like, okay, this is your comfort zone, so we're going to respect that, and we're going to let you go with the flow. You know what I mean? But if we see someone in chat becoming very insistent about your, like, but tell me more, or how about your kids? Where do they go? And if we personally think like, this is not of your damn business, and why are you like being so interested about like a kid's life? Like, this is weird. This is where the mods are usually going to act. You all saw on your stream. I know. I know. But it's always different with different streamers, Like, on Dan's stream, there was someone, for me, it's always like, what will give yourself a banhammer on Dan's stream it depends on how you talk. Are you close? I am kind of close. Well, not that close. My mic is kind of picks up a lot of sound, even though I'm not super close. Like, not that close. I just have a very good mic. Thank you, Composer Cleo, for it. But yeah, no, on the Crossing Minute channel. So yesterday, someone, I think, look, I was tired and I had a drink in my body. This dude comes out of nowhere. I don't even know if it's a dudette, anything in between, but they started being like I would say mean, really, to Dan. Just by being like, ugh, why don't you do something else instead? I'm like, bruh, I will. And I was like, I was not having it that day. Usually you would deem yourself a timeout. I was just like, you know what, Kickban, get out of my face. What the heck? Like, why are you there trying to give orders to the streamer? Who the F are you? Really? We're here for, you know, good vibes and have fun. Watching Dan finish his Animal Crossing island.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Why do you go there and be like, why can't you like do something else instead? No, Katie, I was not having it. I was like, seriously? Or like, oh, but your build sucks. Yep, I eat you out because no need for that. And again, for me saying that, oh yeah, oh no, that's not my favorite build of yours. That's a way of saying it. But just saying, oh, your build sucks. I'm like, then you can go elsewhere. You know? That's someone it feels to, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Very true. V, are we talking about the same person? Is it who I think it is that you're talking about?
Would you take 50 for Willie Jr.?
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price is
Because that shit was wild. If it is who I think it is.
You misheard, monsieur. The price was always 120.
Would you take 50 for Willie Jr.?
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price
The
is
flop.
$120.
Yes. Okay.
You said you'd sell it for 100 before.
I know.
You misheard, monsieur.
I know what you've experienced, Brooke.
Always 120.
The funny thing is, I believe that specific user
Take 50 for Willie Jr.?
was actually banned on the cross-segmented channel very, very, very early on.
Sell it for 100 before.
You missed.
I remember the first thing when I became a mod.
Insult me, monsieur. The price
120. Okay.
You misheard, monsieur.
Do we need to negotiate again? Okay, never mind. But yeah, no. I did a kick ban for that specific user.
The sign says,
500 mods. It's okay. As long as I think the difference between you and what Trong did, because in your case, you do mod people that you know. In Trong's case, he modded anyone who jumped in. That was kind of like a dangerous route that he learned, and he had to undo the situation because there was a situation. And same time zone. Yeah. Yeah. I only have Kirsten as a mod because, I mean, let's face it, I'm a very, very, very small streamer. And I am a mod myself, so I'm used to yeet people out by myself. And because Kirsten kind of tricked me into being my mod, I was like, you know what? This is fine. You know, this is fine. Oh God, the markings, the trash cans. Pain pill, it's fine. What sounds so off here? Why does it sound so off? The pain pill? Yes. How's your physiotherapy like going? Do you have like any other improvements? Your exercises with the range of motion?
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
Why, St. John the Baptist is the patron saint of voodoo. Sometimes we get weird goings on.
Sound mixing in this game is so off. Jesus.
Take it way
96. That's great. That is good. 95 is also good. I'm happy. You need to reach 110 at least for your knee flexion for staircase to not be too much of a pain. I believe the maximum was 120. I forgot. It's been a while since I've taken measurements. Yeah. I'm excited. By the way, do you guys have like any plans for the Christmas like season, year, week? Birthday is February. Your throne best have something in February. I'm just saying. At least a lot of items because we might need to make it rain for your birthday. Terrorizing with gifts. Sound missing still baffles me. There's some Dr. Pepper on there, V. Oh, you actually can. I mean, because Amazon, you know, can deliver food. Your birthday is the 22nd? Like 22nd of December? Brooke. Is it? Because, not me going onto your Discord right now to figure out your throne. No. Hold on. I saw yours. Waiting to get paid to 22nd of not me going into your throne page. I mean, you know, Brooke, where are you? There we go. Exactly, V. And not anything on your throne? Brooke. Brooke? You need to update that throne. We'll be watching. Yeah, could we put anything? You can say anything here, Brooke. Don't worry. Your throne is now open on my tab. I will do my religious refresh every morning just to make sure that you might have had some kind of item at some point. Your family wanted to in Santa Rosa, but it's 10-hour drive. Oh my goodness. Spending alone with your grandma, aunt and dog, it's okay. As long as it's a good time. Getting paid because you stay at home for 8 years. Ah, I see. I see. Yeah, it could be anything. It's funny because I could technically, I mean, I don't want to because I do put stuff that I could either showcase in special projects or that I stuff that I can stream. You know? A Steam Deck? Yes. Sound misting. I can't. But basically, like, Brooke, if you add a Steam Deck, we can all participate. If you want, you can drop it maybe, I don't know, the 20th? You know? if you want to stream like 2 days before your birthday, or you know, a few days before, and you just, you know, update your throne then right before you stream, and then you start streaming, and we can, you know, all chip in and get you that Steam Deck. You know? You think it's on there? You lied? But I don't see it on your throne wish list. Do I need to? Nope, I don't see it. Yeah. But that's the thing, Brooke. Like, it's for your birthday. It could be anything. It could be plushie. It could be anything. It's funny because your love language that you mentioned is gift giving, you know. But receiving gifts, it's makes you feel all weird and everything. Will be lurking for sure. Okay, so there's like a whole situation with those markings. You see it, Katie? Am I crazy? How do you see it, Katie? I don't see it. Hold on. Katie, do you have a link? Can you DM me the link? Because you see 3 items. I'm very curious. But yeah, you can make it fundraisable. I'm personally...
To go visit the family tomb today.
Okay. Statue markings. Let's look.
Odd-looking marks adorn the Laveau tomb wall.
Do you get it? Send. Thank you. Ah, I see it. Yes. I see it. Excellent. Quick, friends. Let's buy everything. With the shipping time and everything, it might get to her during her birthday. Terrorizing with gifts. My cat. I know. I am saving for my cat. Little by little. Little by little. Just because I need to. Hey. It's what makes us even crazier, Brooke. Why don't you, like, Cleo gets a hold of it? You know?
May I help you?
Let's work exactly. Butler.
I'd like to see Malia Giddy, please.
I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you.
I'd really...
I told you that unless...
Okay.
I do have official business.
Really? Please tell me the nature of your business.
grand selection of magazine subscriptions for sale.
Magazine subscriptions. Okay, so definitely not an option. Oh, hold on. I do have the police badge on. But yeah, no. I could totally add like some very useless stuff on my, you know, Amazon, like from Amazon stuff to the throne list, but I do prefer to keep the stuff that I put on my throne wish list as something that is kind of like useful. Even though I'm highly refraining myself from adding other stuff that could be really nice, but I honestly think that is way too overpriced for what it is. AKA very specific watercolors. Watercolor painting. There's a specific brand that is super good, highly pigmented, but the cost, holy crap, it costs so much. Holy moly.
What can I do for you, detective?
Not only she has a nice voice, a dress, hello. For the watercolor, no, it is not. It is not. Whatever I sit on my throne is very functional stuff. I do have like plushies, but I do intend to showcase them in future project.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Miss Katie?
I assume that's what you're here for, detective.
But I'm a very functional kind of person on my throne wish list.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Why would you want to know about that, detective? It's rather silly.
Katie is just...
There's nothing silly about the voodoo.
Katie has
But
a
that
notepad
is fate. That's
with
what I
all of our
think.
thrones
That's what the paper
ready.
says, all right.
But you're not convinced.
No, frankly, I'm not. The police department isn't known for its imagination.
Oh, well, I can see that your imagination is considerable.
She's so pretty.
Tell me about your life in New Orleans.
The gay pirates in New Orleans in 1800.
Katie just
We've
terrorizes
very
us
proud
with
where we are.
gifts from time
On
to
the other
time.
hand, we've done a lot
I
of
cannot
things
wait
together.
to receive that cat bed, Katie.
You're doing a lot for me.
I'm sure that Loki is going to be so happy. Resting his old bones
What can you tell me about St. John's?
on the equivalent of
Some sort of
Tempur-Pedic
but I don't know much about it.
bed.
What do you know about Marie Laveau?
I've heard of her, of course. But
You
that's
do as
about
well.
it.
Start a job in the middle of the pay period, so struggling to keep up with the pay periods. Yeah.
Do you have
In my
any
case,
idea what
I do have to
Caprice
balance a lot of
No, I don't.
expenses.
What does it mean?
Hopefully, it's going to be a temporary pass, and things will be better. But
What do you know about the voodoo?
I've given a little bit of a background to, again,
What do you read?
those select few
I'm
who
sure
knows a
you know
little bit
much
more about me.
it than I, detective.
I mean, V, it's okay. You've done so much.
About snakes.
It's completely fine. Please secure your money.
Most people do.
Especially because we all know that your job situation is kind of like
Do you know anything about animal masks?
suboptimal.
Animal masks. I don't know what you mean.
Exactly, Katie.
Tell me
Yes.
about yourself.
The bed is
I
finally
suppose I don't
shipped,
really have a choice.
and it's the right size. It's a much bigger bed for my old cat. The specific model doesn't have like too much
I don't have a lot of free
you
time,
know, for him
but I
to
do
climb
appreciate the arts.
because
Opera,
you know he's
music,
old and he
dance,
can't
I don't
really
know. If you look
go
around, you'll see
over
that we collect African
like you know the borders of the beds.
Very beautiful.
if it's too high, he has like, he's a bit clumsy. So I wouldn't want him to have too much, you know, of a hard time getting into his new bed.
We have many holdings and many responsibilities, financial and otherwise.
I kind of wish like we could help you, like finding a new job, V.
Poor little rich girl.
Believe it or not, detective, wealth does have its price.
Remote or hybrid. Ah, I see.
Tell me about your family.
I see, I see.
We're a very private family.
How many people are there in your family?
Well, my mother just passed away.
Oh, I am sorry.
So am I. She was a magnificent woman.
Yeah.
We were very close.
I think that's the one part that I found pretty nice about, you know, COVID. It's having the ability to work from home.
I'm sorry. Go on.
There are, of course, other Gettys in the city. I have a large extended
Administrative assistant for 5 years, marketing, administrative assistant for 1. I mean, that's great.
Husband, boyfriend.
I'm very independent, detective.
You just figured out how to do.
Family have always
No, it's not too hard. You just have to toggle things on off.
no. And
Don't worry, Brooke.
What about children?
Wilbo's cat. I love it. B, we just need to time ourselves for Brooke's birthday, the 22nd of December.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I have a business degree from Vanderbilt. I wanted to study psychology, but my family's interests came first.
Oh, why not something like law then? Surely that would have been an asset to the family.
Law? Please. I do have some morals, detective.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
For the record, I'm 28, detective.
28.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I have few friends. A woman in my position can't really afford them.
Dessert.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I try to stay away from the media as much. I prefer to keep my private life private. I would appreciate it if you'd keep my name away from any public association with the police, detective.
Of course. I wouldn't know where to begin.
As you wish, detective.
Yes, the Sabo thing is going on right now.
What happened out at
Link pinned on the top of the chat.
Anything unusual at the lake. And I do spend
I was supposed to stop when it started, but
Excuse me,
I
but
think
eyes are really distracting.
just keeping up with the whole like streaming and the competition was a little bit too much for me.
Man, if I could bottle that, I'd make a fortune.
Thank you, detective. That's an interesting observation, though probably not relevant to your case.
A good detective never knows what might be relevant, Miss Getty.
Then you must be truly exceptional at your job.
What are we doing? You here for this? The chat? Yeah.
I can't help noticing that you're in incredible shape, Miss Getty.
Oh, Gabriel,
This is so
you freaking flirt.
Do you work out at one of the clubs by the lake?
Well, detective, I do enjoy physical activity.
Oh, me too.
Actually, I was referring to swimming and modern dance. I can't say that I do much exercising.
Do you have a list of items? It's a pleasure. Hunting.
It was worth asking.
I see.
I think this has gone on long enough. You're not really a detective, are you?
Who, me? Well, I am on this case, Miss Getty.
I saw you at the lake yesterday. I thought you must be with the police since you were there, but you don't act like a police officer. Besides, I'm rather certain that the other man said his name was Mosley.
All right, you caught me. I'm not with the police. My name is
Yeah.
Gabriel Knight. I'm a writer working with protect
My anxiety could not handle this.
Well, Mr. Knight, now that we've established who you are, perhaps you can tell me the real reason you're here.
Well, I am researching the book, and I thought you might have seen or heard something at the lake.
I don't like liars, Mr. Knight.
Okay, you're right. I really just wanted to see you again. You can be mad at me if you want, but
What game am I playing?
like this before.
I'm currently playing an old, it's actually an old. So it's a point-and-click adventure game that is a bit of a murder mystery game that was remake. Well, it first came out in 1993 and was remastered and released in 2013.
Robert,
I'm calming you.
show Mr. Knight.
I did have a it's kind of like a murder mystery situation. So you're Gabriel Knight, a novelist that is going through writer's block, and he's currently on trying to investigate a voodoo murder case, like actually a voodoo serial murder case, because and apparently there's a lot of basically it's a voodoo murder ritual that happens, so human sacrifices. So yeah, you went to school to be a mortician funeral director. That is cool. I am working with one. I'm working with hold on, I don't want to butcher I don't want to butcher that word. A thanatologist, so that would be a mortician basically. I do work with one. She's currently working as, how do you call that? Basically in the nursing home that I'm currently assigned to, because I do work with contracts in the physiotherapy field, and I'm currently assigned to a nursing home right now. So I do take care of the elderly, folks. I'm currently at that place. There's a it's not really a technician, but it's someone that works in a in the more like a spiritual field. So whenever obviously the residents always go through a lot of mourning, and sometimes want to get back in touch with their faith, especially because they're obviously getting closer to death, and so she studies in that. And right now, and then she told me I worked, she's a thanatologist, and she explained that the whole process of preparing the body, cremations and everything. It's fascinating. I love that's a whole other subject that I'm really interested into, even though it's really creepy. But it's not the creepy part is just it's a dead body, but the whole process behind what the mortician does is something that is, for me at least, I find beautiful, because you do not only bring a little bit of a semblance of peace with the body, peace with the family, but also it's an art. It's a whole it's a whole different thing. But I really do appreciate the process behind it. It is especially because I'm from a Buddhist it's not really for me a religion, but it's more like I mean, for my mom, it's basically a religion to be a Buddhist. But for me, it's more like a philosophy of life. So, like the whole process is like very highly respect that. Because for me, you know, Buddhists, we do believe in reincarnation, and we go through the whole process of cremation. Usually, whenever someone passes away, it's pretty rare that we don't assist to the actual cremation of the body. We like follow them all the way till the end. You know, it's an interesting subject. Yeah, to make the dead beautiful. Exactly. That's why, like, for me, it's like to bring them peace somehow, because obviously when you die, you might not die in very good condition sometimes. But bringing peace to the family and bringing peace to the dead is just, it's beautiful. So yeah, thank you so much for doing all that job. It must be definitely hard, but it is a beautiful job. Very underappreciated, but beautiful nonetheless. Hold on. Like I said, I'm a nerd. I am a nerd. This for me, I'm like, we can talk about it. No problem.
Yep, I mind all right.
Why?
Because A, I don't know anything, and B, I'm busy.
Oh.
Really? What I love is that just my reaction is like, oh, really? I'm actually super interested. When everyone's like, huh, wait, what? Am I the odd one out here? It's just a job, friends. It's just a job.
Oh, hey! Come back here. Hey!
I think maybe that's the thing. They didn't really expect that from you. I think that's the thing. I don't know if it's like it's too out there, like for people to think, oh yeah, I want to work with bodies, dead bodies, you know? Maybe that's the thing.
Those drawing tools are amazing.
Yeah, they're great for laying lines, angles, circles.
I did a lot of I did a
Pretty meticulous, but
you know,
I prefer it to
human dissections before for
ordered complex
you know,
forms and patterns, but
further
do Monet.
learn about human anatomy. It's always a bit eerie, but at the same time, it's so interesting. And
What are you working on now?
you know, those people gave their bodies for science, and that's something that I need to respect. So I always like, when it comes to like dead bodies, I always have a lot of respect for the dead.
I really get focused when I'm drawing.
Now, Brooke, I think that you nailed it when you said that people don't expect that, like, because again, working with dead people is not necessarily like choice of job number one. But honestly, for me, I'm like, I'm nerding out. Because we can talk about this, no problem. I am not weirded out by this. I am fascinated with the whole process, because obviously it's something that I take care of the living, you know, and you take care of the dead. But there's like a very similar approach in like both aspects, you know, when it comes to, you know, respecting like the individual that is in front of you, and you know, yeah, go home. Exactly, it's just a job. Not so sure. Yeah. I think it's just weird for people like to be like, oh my god, you like, what do you like? It's I think they're more like, it's more like the unknown of what you do. Haunted by unsolved murder. I mean, I see what you mean, Brig, but truly, like,
Oh boy, party time.
exactly, Brooke. You're not solving murders here. Like, Dig, she's just prepping the body, you know, for how the heck, because I do have the words in French, like to present the body, you know, in open casket cases, before they get cremated or buried, and the whole like the different rituals when it comes to, you know, taking care of the dead needs to be taken into account, because obviously a lot of different religion and cultures have like different ways to take care of the dead, you know. Exactly.
What's up?
Want to solve crime, B? Oh my god. Who is Olivia Benson?
Sure, what?
I do live in Iraq. Hold on, let me Google. Who is Olivia Benson? Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. I know who Olivia Benson is. Jesus. I was like, who? What? You prepare your best friend's body? Oh. Well, first of all, sorry for your loss. But that must have been hard, no?
Is she related to the murders the same way your friend Mom?
Or was it a moment of, you know, it brought you peace?
That makes a difference to you.
If that makes
I'll
sense.
see what I can find. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
No. That's it. The reason why I said that is not really because I find it weird. It's because it makes sense to me. That it kind of gives you closure. Because it's a very... I wouldn't say... Actually, I'm going to say that. It's a very therapeutic moment. Because there's a sense of peace with the process. You know? So I do think... So that's why for me, it would make sense that it brought you peace. Because you... Like, first of all, you accepted the job. Because you could have said no, for sure. You could have just said to one of your coworker, hey, this is my best friend. I can't do this. But the fact that you actually accepted it is because maybe... Like, at least to me, the way I see it, would be for you to be like, you know what, this is my chance to make her beautiful and have like this one moment with her before, you know, it's all over. You know what I mean? So for me, it does make sense that it brought you a sense of peace, like with the whole situation, even though like it is hard. Like it must have been hard. But yeah. You're not weird. Brooke, let me tell you, if someone tells you that you're weird, I would be considered as weird too. Because my brain went right there. Yeah.
Do you have any idea what Capri Sanko means?
Yeah, very true.
No. Sounds French though.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I'd rather not.
I heard
Life night.
so many stories.
Do you know anything about
Especially from my colleague. And
She a big voodoo queen before
yeah.
the Civil War?
That's why I know for sure that sometimes it's like very hard. You know, there's cases where they're shouldn't be any open casket because obviously the body, the way it arrived, was not presentable at all,
Not really.
and not even salvageable.
I know.
Yeah, no.
Seen any good movies?
I saw a great documentary last night on pyramid excavations.
Yeah, it is a job.
Dark places that haven't been touched in centuries?
I think we're not really hunted with what we see.
Well, it did
Even
gain a better understanding
it's
of
a little
the
bit
mind.
the same for me. Like I do hear a lot of like, I do take care of the living,
Be still, my heart.
but at least in my office sometimes I do hear very tough
No, but I'm
stories,
sure you have.
and it shouldn't keep me from sleeping at night. I mean, what keeps me awake at night is not really the stories that I hear from work, but really
Exactly.
just myself. You know, I do have bad insomnia from time to time. Kid called at 2 at 5 hours in the morning. Yeah, makes sense. Was thing like, okay, this is because now I do have like another mortician to talk to. Was thing How was things with COVID? Because I know that that was actually for morticians, like at least the one that I work with, she was so heartbroken because first of all, like the situation led everyone to not to kind of go against your belief, like, you know, because a mortician takes care of like the whole ritual process of like not necessarily embalming the body, but you know, the whole process and the respect that goes behind it. But I know that COVID, I mean, I know firsthand, we couldn't do that. A lot of the bodies were basically in just bags. Open it, identify it, close the bag, like burn every body without any proper preparation, any ritual at all. It's just like burn the bodies and that's about it. Yeah. She told me that. She was so hurt because she's like, we couldn't even respect the dead. We couldn't do what our job is doing, you know. But you never get any sleep. Yeah, I do get it. The gore video you watched 10 years ago. It's not, that's the thing. I think there's a lot of sensationalism. What the heck? Like, to make it like the visual aspect that you see in the media or in a lot of like gory video is not the average thing that we see. You know, that's what I would talk about. Yeah, the best. Yeah, I know, Brooke. I was on the other hand of that thing. We man, the body situation was horrendous. Yeah. Let me just say that this pandemic changes your life. You're just not the same person after that. You're just changed. No, it's okay, Katie. No worries. Welcome back. But I can totally see how so sad you must have been. Like, not be able to do your job properly. Because that's the thing, like, the beauty of a mortician is to, like, especially the peace part with the family. Because it's like the one chance of them to see them before they part ways officially, you know. And the fact that the whole situation kind of, and I mean, I completely understand, but you we rob them from that experience, from like that one part where you kind of like, you have that one moment and you can say officially goodbye, you know? But I love it, Brooke. You do have a beautiful job. And thank you so much for everything that you do, because it is not easy. Definitely not easy. Let's see. Were your best friend from a car accident during COVID? Yeah. That's good. That you could have, like, you could do it. Because, man, in the nursing home, that was, not possible. That was not possible. I mean, some of the elder care, from having to move the bodies, and I mean, that's okay. So the process inside the elder care or inside the hospital, we do have special people to move around the gurneys with the body inside. Like, there's a whole process to it, because you need to disinfect the room in a very certain way, obviously for health reason. And then they kind of get carried into the morgue, because there's always like a space where body is kept to be sent to the official morgue, and for the mortician well, first of all, depending, there's always an autopsy done. Very, like, the autopsy is done basically if, you know, if needed, but usually it goes to the mortician, who's going to prep the body according to the family wishes and go through the whole process. Man, during COVID, we had no one. So you would get into a room, open the door, and the person would just be dead. Nobody around to help you, and you cannot leave that body inside that room. And obviously, like, the hard part was, there's some nursing home where there's shared room, especially inside the hospital. So when you open the door, there's one resident that is alive, and the person next to them on the other bed is dead. The person that is still alive knows that there's something definitely wrong, and if they have dementia, you have all kinds of reaction. And so, yeah, we did have to move bodies. One of my friend had to, man, the kitchen was empty. Everybody deserted. They emptied the freezer, because the morgue basically called them like the place where, you know, they get all the body, and the mortician prepared them. Like, they told us, like, there's too many dead people. We can't pick up the bodies. And yeah, so there was a little bit of a stalking that happened. We, in one particular like other like nursing home that I've been assigned to, they ordered containers, obviously refrigerated, and from the outside nobody would know, because you would think it's just containers, but it was filled with dead bodies. And the saddest part is there's no actual respect on how, and this is not being mean at all, it's because there's nothing else we could have done, but, you know, you would expect, like, everybody would get, you know, their own space, but there was so much at some point. We just had to pile them like bags of anything. And that's the hardest part, because those were residents that you talked to, you spent Christmas with, you know, and out of the blue, it's just gone. And the family at that point, first wave, couldn't do anything. You just, you know, the body's just gone. Yeah, I know, Brooke. I know. And that's, my goodness. I know, Brooke, but let me tell you, some of the residents we've been to, like every day, it would be between 1 to 3 people dead per day. It was fucking insane. And like the hard part was like, you come into a room and you can't even give back the items to the family. It's literally, you pick up trash bags, pick up everything and put them in trash bags while the body is still behind you. Like, it was insane. And I was like, what is this? Like, what is this situation? And like I told you before, from a Buddhist philosophy, for me, like, I respect like all forms of life, even though insects, please, don't get close to me because you will be dead. But I do have a very like different kind of relationship with the way I see death. And for me, that part was insane. It was insane. Yeah, I know, for us, trust me, the freezer, the fridge, because I mean, there was no more food. There was, because nobody was working in the kitchen. So, and nobody wanted to bring anything because, you know, everything was on lockdown. So what do? You know? So the fridge was like basically empty. Bless one of the supermarket next to the residence that I've been assigned to. Like, there was one cashier, bless her heart. She was a freaking trooper. She knew that we were working at the specific residence and that we needed food for the residents. And first of all, that was another whole like situation. But basically we made a list and she picked the items back, like up the best she could. And we told her like, look, here's a crate, drop the food here. Like, we do like, you know, the kind of transaction, like no contact. And we paid her through like, like, just drop the machine there. We do a pay less contact, you know, when you just tap your card and pay for it. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have much. So anything went. And I mean, it's not like I could have fed a lot of people, because at that point, some floors just, yeah, that was something. That part was insane. That part was completely insane. Let's see. Sorry for the doom and gloom, friends. Jesus. Yeah. No, it's people really don't realize that. Yeah, Brooke, it was insane on your end. It was insane on mine. We were like at both spectrum of COVID. So for real, you're a trooper. Because I mean, in your end, it must have been so overwhelming. You know, yeah, the just the amount of bodies per day.
Now I have to start all over.
I know. It's just different. Because for me, it's like it's about the numbers of people that works with you.
I'd rather not. I really get focused when I'm drawing.
Katie. Oh goodness. But yeah, no.
Can't think of.
Okay then.
Yeah, no. This will be last conversation for sure.
Gabriel can't reach the drawing from where he is.
Okay. Maybe. Can you go get it? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's a sad part that I think with COVID is that because COVID was such a big thing that even if you die from a heart attack and technically could have been seen by your loved ones because it was like a high risk that it was COVID, you were dead from COVID. But there's no autopsy that was run at that point. So there was actually a lot of people who died that could have benefited from an actual ceremony and everything. It's just for me, again, I fucking hate COVID. I fucking hate COVID. Like the whole thing. Like, yeah, no, I hate it. We hate it here. It's just so sad. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad too. Oh no, Dig. I'm sorry, Dig, that you've been traumatized by this. You've had COVID 3 times. I've had it once. Never stuck with me. Never. I think
Could I get a doobie dog, please?
especially during the first wave, I've had like some joke with some coworkers. Like one doctor said, we should draw blood from you because you do have something in your system. And I think being exposed to a sick environment kind of like helped build my my immune system at that point. I eventually caught it when I was no longer assigned to a nursing home for an extended amount of time, and my significant other just gave it to me. But I was like, friends, I was in the red zone with COVID cases. Never stuck. I was tested every single week. 1, 2, 3 times per week with a full PCR. So the thing situation up your nose, at the back of the throat, I don't know how many hundreds of tests COVID during my assignments, and it never stuck.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could
So, but it's okay, Dig. It's a good thing. Oh yeah, Brooke. Same here. I do have a family member that is going through that too. So I totally get what you mean.
coffin is so small.
In my case, I mean,
A waste of some perfectly good wine.
my immune system was top notch. It was truly top notch. But again, it's hard for me to actually get sick. When I get sick, shit gets ugly.
String candles lend an appropriately spooky
Did I miss something?
An authentic-looking pole marks the center of the room. Authentic what? Gabriel isn't
Whoops.
sure.
My jaw just cracked. Oof.
An official voodoo wishing stump. Rub it and make a wish, a card says.
Fun.
But yeah. No, it's interesting discussions, very serious, but I like that kind of talk. It's always important. I think there's a lot of people who don't really realize how, again, it's a very, no, I went there. It's a very love-hate relationship, I would say. Work retail and then with dead bodies. Yeah, I get you. Yes, we're here to have fun. Regardless of the serious conversation, we're here to have fun. It's just, you know, with the whole situation with COVID, I do understand, like, people who just decided to, how can I say that? Those who didn't want to follow the rules and everything. Because, I get it. I hate this fucking mask. I'm tired and sick of this. But, at the same time, I've witnessed firsthand what it could have done. I mean, now it's different. Okay, now it's different. It's not the same strand. It's not the same version. It's not the everything. But
That window leads to
during the first wave, it was like, it was the only thing that we could have done. And the fact that like some assholes out there was like, COVID isn't real. I'm like, bruh. Just because it doesn't get to you means that we, the healthcare workers, are doing a good job by keeping that shit inside the hospital or inside the nursing home. You know what I mean? And so for people to have the fucking audacity to open their mouth and be like, COVID isn't real, I'm like, I will freaking break your kneecaps. How dare you? You know? Oh, Brooke, we love you too. We love you too. But it's just, it was insanity. And I get it. Like when people, I don't want to wear a mask. I totally get you, boo boo. I want to throw that freaking mask away. Like, yes, but at the same time, we can't help it, you know. We have to do it. And break them with you.
You're lucky I didn't throw you in jail for taking that file. Frank's about had kittens.
That people were smart?
Yeah.
No,
No, I can't
they're
prove it,
stupid.
but just don't ask me for any more files. That's all
I mean, no, it's just
dream of it.
common sense went out the freaking window.
Police department memos.
COVID did something. It created a breeze that just whooshed common sense away from people's brain. Took a few brain cells. And yeah,
Lousy. I hate
like,
crime scenes. People are sick.
people were,
You know that night?
some were completely dumb. A lot of them, like a lot of the population actually sympathized with us as healthcare worker. But then, you know, staying home after a while, it gets boring. And then the money situation became hard, and then suddenly nobody wanted to stay home anymore. and nobody wanted to respect the rules anymore because they were sick and tired of it. And I get it. But yeah, like the cases that came in, and it was another kind of stupid. Yeah. The panini? I don't know where to go, guys.
It's not going to look interesting design for a trash can.
Called the pandemic the panini. I love it. Yeah. False information. That's again something else. I mean, dig. I stopped. Yeah. People. The dumbness. Not the kneecaps. I'm getting PTSD. Oh no, V. Hey. Because you know how incapacitating it is to have a shattered kneecap. Am I crazy? Am I missing something? Because I know that the kid needs to pick up the paper, but I need to give him a hot dog, but I don't know how to get a hot dog. Oh. Yeah. The screenshot from someone's home. Not like this. Hold on. Actually, I'm going to look at the guide because I don't want to spend forever in this game. But yeah, now the pandemic has done crazy things. Crazy things. Okay. So I've done this before. Let me zoom past. Okay. Okay. So I've done that too. Sorry about this. Okay. That too. Interesting. Good. I have this. Excellent. Okay. Sorry, it won't be too long. Alright. So I see that. Okay, I got that. Huh. Do I have that? Sorry, I'm just... Flyer.
A flyer advertising It's Gabriel's sketch of the series of crosses from the Laveau Mall. Gabriel looks fondly at his father's sketchbook and chocolate pencil.
Okay, hold on. Let me actually go back to... St. George's book.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Is there anything that I missed here?
The table have been chosen for their special appeal. Recent fiction by the biggies.
Newspaper, I've seen that before.
The box has
Okay. So this no longer needs to be accessed. Desk, ashtray, phone. There's no mail either. So apparently, I was supposed to have like some kind of gift card. I don't see it.
mask has been gathering dust since he wrote his last novel.
No, no, no. Interesting. Should I talk to you?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Okay, apparently not. Can I give you something? Hold on.
That doesn't work that way.
Okay, not like this.
That doesn't work that
Nope. Brick. Voodoo code, maybe?
Gabriel can't see a way to use that.
Okay, so apparently that's not the case. Oh god. How's Sabo League going, by the way? Is there anyone winning so far? Okay, so apparently it's not there. That's weird.
I've got some things I need to do.
Good luck.
Was that supposed to pick up? Hold on. Gift. Ah, that's why I missed it.
Hey, Grace, here I am.
Oh boy, party time.
Okay. Wilbo's in the lead. He's making everyone on edge. He's trying to catch cherry blossoms. Wilbo. Chaotic energy.
Gabriel opens a cash register to examine the take. Or in the case of St. George's books, the mistake.
Oh no. Gift certificate. Let me take this.
Trust you can live without this old gift certificate.
Knock yourself out.
Alright, perfect. Wilbo, sweet Wilbo, with his chaotic energy. Bless his heart.
I'm outta here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm...
Uh-huh.
Aw. My co-host is purring next to me. He's looking at me with his tiny face. I gave him a few scratches.
I have this gift certificate.
I'm busy.
It's good for $20 at St. George's Books. Finest bookstore in New Orleans.
Really? I'll have to check it out sometime.
You could take this gift certificate with you. If you'll give me a doobie dog.
A doobie dog for a $20 gift certificate? Sure, here you go.
And I gave him pets. Right now. Hold on, BRB. Just need to grab something to drink. And I'm back. Need some water. And actually, a toast.
You wouldn't like a doobie dog by any chance.
Would I?
So I might actually munch real quick on that toast. It is late. I shouldn't be eating, but
Thanks, mister.
I'm not going to say no to food when, especially when it's scarce in my case. head out to watch some TV or Grams. Yes, V. Say hi to your Grams. Big hugs to her. V Grams? how should we call her? Queen Grams. Yes, I like that. Queen Grams. Have a good night. I'm probably going to finish this day, most likely. And also go to sleep because I do have school tomorrow.
You mentioned something about special requests.
Yeah, you got one?
Can you fit through the bars around the statue?
Can I? Just watch me.
Good.
On.
There's something in there I can't.
Queen
find.
Abuela? Yes.
Can you reach that piece of paper?
Sure thing. Here you go.
Thanks, kid.
Yup. See ya.
Gabriel can't see a way to use that.
This belongs to you, doesn't it?
My drawing. How'd you get it?
Oh, it was a bit of a squeeze, but I hate to see you lose your work. I lost my only copy of a manuscript once.
Well, you saved my butt. Let me know if I can ever do the same for you, hey?
Is there any way you can reconstruct the whole pattern from these partials?
The pattern is probably circular, and there's some repetition in the elements. Okie dokie. Well, I think there's an area missing. If you could get me any more of these, I'll see what I can do.
I have another one of those patterns.
Really? Let's see. Yeah, this is great. I think there's enough overlap now. I'll give it my best shot. I'll show you what I come up with tomorrow.
Great. I appreciate it.
Okay. I had to finish my bite. So we're actually close to the end of day 2, which is when I'm going to stop the stream. I think. How many days is there? Okay, there's 10 days. So that's like a good pace, especially because I'm pretty slow. To the bookstore. Something eerie is going on. Nightmare again. Same cutscene. Now the dagger. And it ends with Gabriel being hanged. You kids are too loud, you can't hear. It's okay. I should train myself to read stories. And maybe do a sleepy time podcast. Day 3. Drawn to the halls of learning, I sought there to conspire. But it was in the city of the dead that I found my heart's desire. Ooh. Hold on, I have actually the text. Drawn to the halls of learning, I sought there to conspire. But it was in the city of the dead that I found my heart's desire. Slamming them to hush. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm so glad you could join us today. I've got messages when you want them. I also
Oh,
checked out
God.
Casino. There are multiple listings in the white pages. I got the page, but you'll have to figure out the right one.
Great. Thanks.
Right.
Now, are you gonna tell me what happened yesterday with Molly Aghetti, or is it just too embarrassing? Don't tell me you actually got to see her.
All the stars out tonight.
Gabriel, you don't seriously think she's interested. She can have any man in the city. You know, men with bank accounts.
Grace, are you secretly jealous?
Tragic poet samurai appeal. When Daddy married Mom, she was the hottest catch in town.
I always suspected there was something fishy in your family tree. But seriously, I think you should be careful.
Meow, Grace.
I'm serious. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach about this.
It's called...
jealousy, my dear.
No,
You're right.
it's
You
called
should
a
be
gut
jealous of
feeling.
Molly Aghetti, as should every woman on this planet.
I just... never mind. I'll just fix these books. Your life is in your own slippery little hands.
The point is to get it into somebody else's hands. And soon.
No, Jesus. Alright. So, this is day 3 of Gabriel Knight. Let's save. And this should be the end of part 1. Hold on, how do I save? Oh, Jesus. Not this. Oh, St. George's book. So, let's do this as stream part 1, because it is the part 1 of the stream. So that's basically the first part of Gabriel Knight. I will most likely, I mean, I pulled out a walkthrough, especially for the part with the hot dog thing, because I had no idea what to do. So that's most likely what I'm going to follow from time to time. Most likely Sabotage League is currently still going, which is insane. I do have class tomorrow, so that's the reason why I'm most likely going to stop streaming now, because otherwise, goodbye sleep hours. But yeah, so that was the first part of Gabriel Knight. Still going, yep. So up there's the link for Wilbo and Kato. Pick whoever you want for the stream. Show some love, show some support. Yeah, and thank you all so much for being here, even though like there was a lot of like heavy subject. I'm pretty sorry, I didn't mean to just bring that serious topic. It's just, I mean, hey, we have a mortician in chat. Like, this is something amazing that doesn't happen very often. But yeah, like, for me, it's all great. So thank you all so much for being here, for listening to me rant all this time. Again, thank you so much for the support, either for my cat, for myself. Please do take care of yourselves, friends. It's super important. Take better care of yourself than myself. Like, just, yeah. Please be careful. Stay safe. Rest well. Eat. Go hug a lot of your pets and relatives. Take care, and I'll see you around. Never hesitate to poke me. And if I show up in your streams, just say hi. I will try. But yeah. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.